So rusty.
Rusties. We
Yeah.
need some good old rusties.
With the what is it? With a bit of rusties and an insane amount of luck, you too can
With a
look
little
like
bit of
me.
rusties and an insane amount of luck, you
You
too
too
can look like me.
Ka-chow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kickout Club Wrestling Podcast. My name is Tyler, and I'm joined by the man who's going to be joining me as we make up 2/3 of the Summerslam 2025 squad. It's Emil. What's going on,
I
man?
feel like the last time I did this pod, I had a band-aid on one of my fingers too. I keep fucking up my fingers.
Bro just needs to get better with the knife skills, bro. What you doing in the
It wasn't
kitchen?
with a knife this time. It was with my little boom arm.
Oh, okay.
I clipped myself like a fucking nerd.
Dude, you know what happens with mine? I pinch my finger like in this part, like in between these two things, when I'm like kind of opening and closing it, and it hurts so bad. But yeah, as I mentioned, SummerSlam is this weekend, guys. This is the go home week. We have already had the go home Raw. It was very mid.
It was kind of bad.
Kind of bad. Paul Heyman, I don't know what that man was spewing on Raw. That was dog shit, and I've never said that about anything Paul Heyman has ever done. SmackDown is still yet to come this Friday. I don't know exactly what's advertised. I've been very tapped out. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've been exclusively catching up in not spoilers, and highlights, reactions from other creators, what have you. I've been trying to watch, but it's mostly been background. I haven't been able to sit down and really like lock in and pay attention. But speaking of pay attention, you might want to pay attention for the rest of this episode if you're watching the video, because I forgot to plug it earlier, but I'm repping the first ever piece of Kickout Club Wrestling merchandise. We have made shirts, exactly 4 of them, and exactly for 2 people, and they are in this call right now. We got this logo on the front.
The second one isn't for me.
I see. And then on the back, we got the logo there. So maybe if we continue to do this more consistently and people are interested, we can get some more made. We'll see what's going on with it. But regardless, yeah, we're going to be rocking these probably on different days of the weekend so we don't all look like dumb and silly wearing matching shirts. Yeah. Plus, I want to rock a shirt of some sort. I don't know what yet. It might be a shirt I already own.
There might be a mid-show switch for me. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. There might be 4 shirts for 2
Here's
days.
my thing. I really want I want a Dirty Dom shirt.
So
I've never wanted one until now, really.
So I really like the new Cody merch. I actually really like the
crazy,
new skull.
Because I don't.
I think this is the first time I've seen Cody merch that I'm like, 1, wow, that actually looks like I can wear that in public.
Okay.
2, doesn't look totally awful. 3, isn't just like America threw up on it.
Okay, valid.
And
It's
4
still
kinda,
America.
and 4 kind of cool. I kind of like the skull, but I like skulls. Like that was like all t-shirts with like some kind of skull on them. Like that's why I like the Austin shirt.
That's real.
So I get it. I know
real.
why I like this shirt, and I like it. I also like the new Punk shirt. There's a new pink Punk shirt that dropped.
I want
that looks
that shirt
really
too.
sick. Both me and Courtney want that one.
The only thing is there's nothing else on it. It just says punk in pink.
I'm cool with that.
But I kind of I don't know. The other
I
one's
like
kind of
that
nice too.
It's almost not a wrestling shirt. I like
That's
that.
real. That's real. The other one kind of almost has like a propaganda look to it, which is like Punk's thing because cult of personality, all that kind of stuff. I do like that too, but I don't know if I like the color choice. It's a little weird.
I might buy a Penta shirt.
Yeah, same.
Well,
you're gonna meet Penta, aren't you?
Well, me and Courtney are gonna go get an autograph. She really wants an autograph from Penta. It's like her favorite wrestler, and it's
That's
really
cool.
funny. So
That's cool.
I said, go do it, and I'll go buy you a shirt for it.
You should buy a shirt. You should buy the mask. Buy the replica mask, bro.
We'll buy something. I'll buy her a shirt or something, and buy something
yeah.
to get signed.
He needs a better shirt. That's my one thing. Is like the shirt he has.
There's
it's
like
just
one
the
shirt that I like.
It's the one white one, but like there's nothing else on it besides his face, and it's like
no. There's the white one with the.
Oh, is there?
It's like and it has and instead of his name, it has like the mask, also a skull.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but that's the only thing on it. There's nothing else on it.
No, I like that one. It's simple enough. Some of the, especially like some of the weird, huh?
I was just saying real.
Oh, I feel like some of the.
We have breaking news. I'm so sorry. We have seen a farewell tour merch that has been announced for SummerSlam.
I saw the Cena farewell merch.
I
didn't know if you wanted to spoil it, so I didn't.
It's fine.
I didn't tell you what it was. I almost didn't want to spoil it for me, but then she saw it, and I was like, eh.
Oh, I definitely have to buy that.
Well, I mean, there's 2 options, and we're in a 2-person household, so we can get one of each. You,
there's a
however, are gonna have to
green
spend
one.
80. You are, however, gonna have to spend $80. There's a Giants one and there's a Jets one.
Oh, I don't know. I like the color of the Giants one, but I definitely prefer the Jets as a team. I think.
Wow. No,
I don't know. I'm not really.
You don't watch football. You don't. You
I'm
don't
not
know
really
what you're, you,
tapped
don't,
in.
you know what you're talking about. You don't like the Jets. First off, you like the Bears.
What? No, I don't.
Okay, if you don't like that, you like the Eagles. Go Birds.
I will say it's cool. They have a little like towel sweatband set because he's got the towel. Like it's cool that they bundled that with the sweatbands because like just the sweatbands is kind of silly of a purchase. They have a lounge fly. What the hell is that?
I like the I may buy a towel as well. Those I may not do in both
towel
colors.
and
Those I might do.
Sweatbands.
I have the Toronto towel, and it can go really nice in my rally towel collection along.
How much
with,
they selling those for?
The rally towels are like $20 or something.
Okay, it says
Maybe.
30 with the sweatband set. I don't think they're selling it in any other way on the shop.
If you get it at show, it's like 20 or 30.
Real.
Real. And then the shirts are obviously, I think 40 a pop.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I like the Giant shirt better as a whole, so I might pick one up. I don't know. I definitely want to pick one up as a Boston show. So like, I don't know if I necessarily need this one.
If you want to get me the Boston one, I would really appreciate it.
I can get you one. Yeah,
Add it to my tab.
The never-ending tab.
The never-ending
tab. It's the list
one
of
day
Jericho.
though, he's gonna get all this money at once, and he's gonna be like, "Where did you get this money?"
Yeah, facts. It's the list of Jericho though with the running tab.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. I'm just making a wrestling-centric joke, man. It was just there. It was just an easy layup.
I really want to wear my Rock shirt on Sunday.
Yo, if they're selling and I want your Soul shirt, I need one. You and Yusuf have one. I need one.
Technically, I have two.
Well, shut up. We get it. You have a girlfriend that likes wrestling.
The I love Rock shirt because the I want your Soul shirt because I'm we'll get to it later, but
yeah. They have a Jacob Fatu
so close.
thing. The new thing they're doing with like big stars like Jacob and Braun. It's actually Jacob and Rhea right now. I think Braun's going to get some of this soon. Is they're having a merch that's like location specific, like Cena.
They've started doing a bunch of
well.
location merch for
so
everybody.
I might pick up a Jacob. shirt or something.
There's been some Cody location merch. There's a lot of location merch. You see them wearing it at a lot of the shows.
Okay, that Cody shirt isn't. I agree, it's not as bad as the others. It does have the QB1 on the sleeve, which is a little corny, but that's Cody. That's Cody. You can't win them all. And the back design just says Cody Rhodes. That's cool. I think I like my shirt the best though, where the story continues. You know what I mean? That was it. That was it for me. That was the pinnacle. We have not gotten close to Mania 40, and even more so for me as a huge Cody fan. I was thinking about that moment today when we were walking down the street getting cheesesteaks and Cody pulls up on us.
Yo, I literally just told this story and
dude,
doesn't believe it.
For those that, of course.
Doesn't believe it.
Bro, if I was not on FaceTime, my phone would have been out. And I'm kind of glad that it wasn't because I got to have that moment.
He was talking to me, actually.
Well, yeah, but we both got to have that moment, and like,
fucking cool. Really
my
fucking
girlfriend
cool.
saw it and she was like, "You are insane." And I'm like, "This is my favorite wrestler of all time." Like, I don't know why you're being like this. You should be. I don't know. She's not tapped in. We're working on it.
It's fine.
But,
we're getting there. We're almost there. I hear this progress.
Yeah. Your voice is in the air. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm breaking the fourth wall. Linnea, how you doing?
All right. So this card though, right? So we've done the thing. We've been away. It's summer vacation. Nobody wants to do this shit right now. Like,
facts. I'd be gymming. I'd be tanning.
It's sunny outside. I've been outside. I've been going places.
I'm making the drink of the summer for me. It's batangas, if anyone's wondering.
So the Summerslam card as followed. Starts off on Saturday. The show starts at 6 because apparently we can't have nice things and start at 7. Doesn't matter. We'll be there at 2 in the afternoon anyway.
Do they really want to start the show in the daylight? Like, do they hate themselves that much? They always complain about daylight shit ruining the vibe, and yet here they are starting things early.
I mean, at least this time it's like gonna be nighttime. Absolutely, by the time like it matters.
About 2 hours. I think it's about 8 p.m. that the sun sets these days.
Something like that. So, all right, let's go through the show as told by me because I believe this is how this show is gonna rock out.
Here we go again.
Welcome to the rerun of WrestleMania.
As told by Emil.
As told by Emil, because they seem to not want us to remember that WrestleMania 41 happened.
You're right.
I believe we are walking in with only 3 champions from Mania 41. And I believe all the belts changed hands at 41.
I do believe.
I believe most of the belts changed at 41. And
I'm 90% certain.
And
well,
so that's interesting. We've also
one of them changed and changed back. But
we also choose not to acknowledge that 41 happened at this point. I feel like we really don't talk about that. It's why we're going back to Las Vegas. We're kind of just forgetting that 2025 WrestleMania happened. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to just make us forget.
I think they realize in the the backstage that it was a misfire.
All right, so I think this show is definitely opening up with the Tiffany Stratton match.
Really?
Well,
okay.
here's the problems. Sami Zayn's the sleeper. Roman's definitely not going first. Randy and Jelly Roll are not going first.
You don't think they'd open the show with a yeet party?
I don't see Jay in here. Oh wait, oh duh.
They might open the show with a yeet party.
But Roman's not jerking the curtain.
No, that's fair. That's a valid thing. And Punk Gunther is not going to be.
That's also not jerking the curtain. This isn't WrestleMania.
However, they did at one point they had like the cards on somewhere, I forget where. I think it was on Peacock something, where like they had the thumbnails of both shows, and night 2 had Cody Cena and night 1 had the tag match with Roman and Jay. So at one point there's a chance it could have been the main event, which means if Punk and Gunther becomes the main event, the second biggest match usually opens. So yeet party.
This is so disrespectful if Punk has to open up for Jay.
Oh, he's not opening. Punk is closing
after Jay
the show.
got to actually that would be a fair run it back because Jay had to open for Punk. So that would be a really fair run it back.
No, he had to open
Meanwhile,
for
you know who would
Rollins
suffer in this
show.
whole thing? Gunther.
Facts, but honestly, I don't care. I don't care about Gunther or Jay at this point. They fucked with both of them.
Anyway, so let's start with what I think this show is opening with. I think this is opening with the girls. I think it's opening with Tiffany Stratton. I think it's opening with Jade Cargill. And there's nothing going on here. Tiffany, I don't even think is on TV.
Barely. Here's my thing, right?
And never mind. I have my own thoughts.
My thing is, I cared so much more about this match before Naomi cashed in on the women's world title, because when they booked this match, we then had the intrigue of, oh, they could pull the trigger on Jade, but Naomi's still there. And I was fully behind the idea of Jade wins. Everyone's like, she made it to the top of the mountain. Naomi comes out and ruins the moment for her big 3 former adversary. Because who was target number 1 through all of that when Naomi turned heel? It was Jade. You would think when Jade was there to win the title, Naomi's going to be there to spoil the moment. But instead, they had this weird thing where Naomi went over to Raw and won the world title. Again, I'm not complaining about that. I love Naomi. I'm happy she's a world champ, regardless of which one. And her match is going to cook. But I do think that it was, in a vacuum, this match would have been much more intriguing and much better if Naomi was still a factor.
Yeah, this is going to be a non-factor. Jade probably shouldn't get the belt, but I have new opinions on how I think they feel about her, especially coming out of 41. Tyler, you haven't seen all of Unreal yet. Unreal dropped today, so it's understandable if you guys have a life and haven't seen it all.
This man binged it all.
Decided to just binge it. So I've seen all of it, and I have some new thoughts that especially make me really irritated.
Is Jade a really big part 41. of the doc series?
No.
Okay, because the way you said it, it sounded like your opinion changed because of Unreal.
On Tiffany because of this doc.
Okay.
And how I feel like how they feel about her, based off of this doc. I think there's some they want to take this belt off her. I think that's what they want to do. There's a reason why she's not on TV. They're moving away from Tiffy time. It seems pretty clear. And unfortunately, Jade Cargill is not ready for this belt, but it is what it is.
I actually agree with that Jade is not ready for the belt. I think that her promo skills still are lacking heavily. And I can't tell if it's
skills in general.
I don't think as in ring she's lacking necessarily. I think she's definitely lacking more on the mic, but I also think it's a problem of she's being booked in the wrong role. She shouldn't be a babyface. I think that she's a much stronger heel, and they're trying to book her as a face because people like her, and that's great that people like her, but like I just feel like it's not translating. Then again, I'm also incredibly lukewarm on Tiffany now that her reign has been going. I know what you're talking about with Unreal. I haven't seen this part yet, but I've seen people discussing this part, and I know exactly what the situation it stems from and all of this. So with that in mind, you're muted, but with that in mind, yeah.
Let's stop being coy. Are we here for spoil? Are we here to just spoil things?
I don't think so.
It's oh,
I don't know.
I don't know when this is going up today. I'm trying to think.
It just dropped like yesterday or today.
It dropped this morning.
I feel like we should wait to spoil.
It's episode 3, but I want to because it's very real.
Okay, word. Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's not like we didn't know. Okay,
so
we
all know the incident.
Yeah, in the build to WrestleMania 41, when Tiffany calls out Charlotte being divorced.
When they went off script.
Yes. And Tiffy called out Charlotte's divorce. Triple H was angry backstage
they're not rolling with that.
And was like, "You got to apologize for that." And so I don't know what happens beyond that. I just know that's what happened in the doc, as far as I can throw it. But yeah, I think that
she hasn't been featured since.
Exactly. That they have been very much I think they've been in a position.
Champions.
They've been in a position where they've been waiting for the right person to take the belt off Tiffany without taking it from her and ripping it from her, because they do believe that I think they still see potential in her. I think that they just want to punish her for a little bit, and that's totally fair. I guess they can do that. I don't know if I agree with it necessarily, but whatever.
She's 26. Sure. She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. Jade's gonna win this belt. Jade's not ready for this belt. She should have been the United States champion. That belt was made for Jade Cargill to hold, to be the first holder, and I firmly believe that.
She was hurt.
At the beginning of this year, yes, but I feel like she could have taken it from Chelsea. I think she could have taken it from Chelsea, and I think that if Tiffany did not get herself in hot water, that's what would have happened. But I think once Tiffany, went off script and got herself in trouble, they were like, all right, we got to fast track it. We got to just move. We got to move. So Jade Cargill wins. What is the next match in SummerSlam as told by Emil? Night 1.
All right. I feel like they just want to get the girls out of the way. So we're going to go with this Raquel and Roxanne versus Alexa and Charlotte match. I think that's a nice seconder on the card. I think it's going to give us a new champion. Because they're going to hot shot it. It's going to blow up everything in the Judgment Day, and that's fine. Unless we want to do Liv, but I don't think Liv's ready yet. Unless we want to do a Liv angle where Liv comes back. That would be super cool. It's also her hometown. So she might be around. She went down when? In June? It was a 3-month injury.
Recent.
It's a 3-month injury, so it's a little early. It's a little early. I wouldn't see her coming back to October realistically, unless
June 16th.
So unless we want her to come back, and that's a month and a half. I don't see that for her. And they don't really need it. But if they lose, they might need it. Here's the thing, though, right? At some point, Liv is going to come back and ruin it for everybody. That's probably what we're doing here. If we want to get the hometown pop, we can. However, Liv can't get in the ring yet. So is she running mic points? What's going on here? That's the thing.
I'm actually here's the thing. I am way more excited about this match than I ever thought I would be. And it's not just because I have fallen in love with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss as a tag team. It's a trope. It's the can they coexist? It's the odd couple pairing. It works every time. I don't get it. I don't know why, but it does, right? It works every time. It works facts.
And every time you go, you.
No, actually, no. They did this so deliberately because they knew this was the way to get Charlotte Flair over. They know this is the way to get Charlotte Flair over as a face. And this is the way they should have been booking Charlotte the whole time. The second they had Charlotte lose to Tiffany and they had that promo where Jade was like, Charlotte, back in the line. I was like, oh, they're laying it on thick that Charlotte is taking the hero's journey. And I'm about it. I'm honestly about it. I think that it saves Alexa a little bit too. I think Alexa, they weren't sure what to do with her until Charlotte was in this position. And I really like the pairing. I didn't think I would. I really like it. But also, I've really enjoyed Raquel and Roxanne as a team these past few weeks. I think that I don't think that it's Roxanne that is bringing this out of Raquel, because I know that there was a recent discussion or podcast or something where Kevin Nash told Raquel to work bigger. And she was like, what do you mean? He's like, work like a big wrestler. Like, don't work like you're trying to put on the best match of the night. Work like you're a big motherfucker and you are the Big Show. You are Andre. You are a bigger, larger than life figure. And since then, Raquel has her aura is just off the charts. Like, it's crazy. And the pairing with Roxanne being even smaller than Liv, and with Roxanne being such a dick and just like super smart, like smarmy and sleazy is great. It's a great pairing. I think that it has legs as a team. I think Raquel is excelling, and I really thought Charlotte and Alexa were going to win. I'm not sure, because I think that you could have Raquel and Roxanne win and wait to do Charlotte and Alexa until they really are at that point where they hit that climax of, okay, yes, fine, we're friends now, because they're still at that point where like, we're not friends. But that climax could also be at, yeah, that is the shirt. But that point could also come at SummerSlam itself when they win the titles, right? They could win the titles and finally hug and embrace and be friends and be champion. It's Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. That's who I'm going with. They're bigger stars. I think that Liv could come out. I don't think you need it. I really don't. But I think Liv could come out and screw Raquel and Roxanne because she wants to screw Roxanne. Or they lose and then the Liv comes out to then like salt in the wound.
Or laugh at them.
Yeah, exactly. Salt in the wound. I think that's great.
I feel like it's a missed opportunity to not have Liv there. It's a stadium show. Something needs to make us pop on this Saturday, because nothing else is going to make us pop, right? It's her hometown. Like I don't see a reason why. And she's also one of their biggest women attractions. Like I don't see a reason for them not to attempt to at least have this idea in their head. Which again, watching the Unreal series, they definitely have the idea in their head. Do they like it enough to do it? It depends. Moving forward on this giant tag team day, we're gonna go into this Randy and Jelly Roll match versus Logan Paul and a partner of his choosing.
TBD.
TBD.
So right now it's still Drew.
Right now we don't know where Drew is.
Right now it's still Drew, but
Drew
there are
is in the world, but Drew is on the other side of the world right now, and he's having trouble
across an ocean
getting back here.
Yeah. Passport
Thanks,
issues.
USA.
Let's not make it political, because we don't know how political it is, and I'm saying that because I'm the political one here.
All right,
but
did
we
he
don't
just forget
know.
to update his shit?
That's a legitimate thing.
Come on, Drew.
That's a legitimate thing.
Check
come
your
on.
dates, Drew.
No, for sure. I mean,
Read
like,
your shit.
visa shit happens all the time to everyone.
I'm here to make jokes.
Yeah, for sure. I think visa stuff happens all the time, so I'm totally fine. I don't want to chalk it up to politics or the current administration in America or anything, right? Because obviously that's what a lot of people jump to.
Well, it could be the Miz.
He did tweet and say that he's game to take the spot, and I think that makes sense.
Really like it.
He has the history with Logan, both as an opponent and a tag team partner.
And now Logan is a totally different guy.
Did he not bring Logan in? Did he not bring Logan?
He did.
Okay,
he did.
Great.
And now Logan's a totally different guy. He's full time. He's this massive heel, and he's kind of embracing all of the things that Miz kind of did. And he's kind of slowly proving himself to the locker room. And I think the irony of Logan Paul proving himself to the Miz and the Miz liking him is a really fun thing. Do they need a whole tag team run? I don't think so. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I could do that. I could work with that.
But then you have Mello off to the side like, hey, what the fuck?
But do we give them belts? They ain't going to go that far. Anyway, the point here is Jelly Roll is going to get his moment. Right? He's going to get his hot tag. Randy's going to
Jelly's pinning Logan.
Randy's going to do all the work, and then Jelly's going to come in for the W, and that's just what it's going to be. And it's going to be fine, and we're going to like it.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. It's probably going to exceed expectations, but I don't think I'll like it.
My expectations are so low. Anything. If I see him do an Irish whip, I'm going to be fine.
This is a waste of Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. I think we could have gotten away with just Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. I think they were too scared.
Look,
but I think we could have done it.
KO is hurt. That's all. That's the only reason why Randy's here.
And KO's been training Jelly Roll as well.
Of course he has.
Kevin Owens and Jacob Fatu, apparently.
Of course Kevin Owens endorses this bullshit.
Facts. So your pick is team Roll KO or whatever they're calling themselves.
So then we have the cool down match that's going to follow.
Wait, I didn't get my prediction in. Hey, whoa. It's team Roll KO. Okay, next match.
So now we're gonna cool down because we have the rubber match between Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross.
Okay.
Okay.
We want Cross. Listen, I'm
They're
all
trying
for people.
so hard to make me care, and I can't.
Are they though?
No.
I don't think they are. I think they're doing this just to appease the fans. I don't think they give a fuck about Karrion Kross. I think they're only doing this because the fans are cheering.
This character doesn't work.
I think it could. I think they choose not to make it work.
I think we choose to make this character work about as well as we choose to make the Wyatt Six work. Or a Wyatt gimmick.
Interesting.
These don't work. These kind of gimmicks don't work because they spout a lot of shit and then do absolutely nothing, especially when they lose. And even when they win, they don't do anything. None of these baby faces come out changed from these guys. Chad Gable tried, and then they gave him El Grande Americano, and they forgot. Like, we forgot that Chad got murdered.
Hey, whoa. We don't know who El Grande Americano is. I need you to simmer down.
Never mind.
No.
We're not going there. I'm not going there with you right now. I think we have to get there later, so I'm gonna skip it for now. Like, this doesn't work. None of these baby faces. Nobody comes out like clean from this. Karrion doesn't come out good from a W with this. Really, Karrion doesn't come great looking at a loss from this. Sami doesn't look any better winning in this, and Sami doesn't look any better in a loss from this. This doesn't do anything. This character doesn't do anything. It's a waste of space. I don't know how he got so over. Because he decided to go on some Raw recap podcast and like crash out. It doesn't work. You're not crashing. You're not getting opportunities because you're being overlooked. You're not getting opportunities because your character sucks. It's okay. Not everybody is Cody Rhodes. Not everybody gets that moment. It's fine.
Here's the thing, right? I want to disagree, but I can't. I can't disagree with that. Like, I really can't. I'm not invested enough in Karrion to argue it. I don't think that Karrion is I don't think Karrion's boring personally. I think that I think the character has potential. I think it's how much effort do they want to put in making the character believable and making the character interesting? And the answer is they don't. The answer is they don't. The reason they're doing this is because the fans want it. That's it. That's as far as they want it. That's as far as it goes. Sami Zayn has nothing to do. They see an opportunity with a guy that the fans want to see, so they take a guy that fans want to see and face the guy that has nothing else going on. Here's the thing. I'm with you. Sami wins. I don't know where he goes. Sami loses. Woe is me. I want the world title. That's where he's already been. Karrion Kross, he wins. I don't know where that goes. And he loses. And he stays the same. Like,
this guy is fucking embarrassing. We want to.
I don't think he's bad though.
Weirdo internet fans want to push this guy, and this guy has to prove in a Saudi event that he can do a back bump. That's embarrassing. That makes us look stupid as fans.
Well, that was crazy.
He had to prove that though. He was taking back bumps just because people on the internet all of a sudden were like, he can't take a back bump.
It was crazy. They watched one match, the one match that he actually was given, and then they said he can't take back bumps. So then in the next one, it was a PLE, and he had to take hella back bumps.
That's embarrassing. We look so stupid as fans. We don't deserve shit.
Yeah, we look pretty entitled with that. I actually fully agree. That's crazy. I can't believe that. I can't listen. I'm not fully on board.
You're here for this internet bullshit. Like, I get it, but like, no, I'm not falling for this. Like, your internet's not tricking me with this one. You're not tricking me with this one.
You're definitely further on the scale of anti-cross, but I definitely am not fully pro-cross.
Yeah,
because I just don't know what they do. I see no potential. I see no vision with it. I see that they feel the obligation because the fans will get pissy if he's not on the show. And they have nothing else to do, so that's what they're going to do.
I like it. It shows that they listen, and trust me, we know Triple H is on Twitter. He's down
as much as he says he's not. He's
on Twitter down to almost to the minute. Like, he's on Twitter more than we are. It's insane, and we're on Twitter a lot apparently. Like, well, he's so in tap. Triple H, you could let this one go though. You could let this one go.
I mean, personally, I'm okay with the new guy getting a push, but I don't see that. I think Sami wins.
Also, like, what's he like? Again, it's like you guys all want him to push for something. Where do we want him to go? We want him to go in there with Gunther. I'm cool.
I mean, you could have him.
You want to see him go in there with Punk? I'm also very cool.
You could have him go to AJ or Dom.
You want him to go in there? No, that like motherfuckers be pushing for world titles on these people. So I'm like,
Hell no. I don't see the potential for that yet.
like I'm more here for the LA Knight slander.
I agree. Where
I'm
the
more
fuck
here
is
to-
LA Knight on this card? The
Whatever.
answer is he was going to be Jay's tag partner, but Seth got hurt, so Roman needed something else to do.
No.
That's the answer.
Whatever.
But-
So now that we've cooled down and pissed ourselves off in the process,
Have you given a prediction? I just want to make sure that's on the record.
I don't.
I said Sammy.
The MetLife snack bar.
Real. The MetLife the MetLife laboratory.
Stadium, the MetLife Stadium snack bar is gonna get the W on this one, y'all.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go get myself a hot dog during this.
Facts, bro.
this
Listen,
fight.
here's the thing. There's no chicken.
Actually, I do
want
want to see his entrance.
There's no chicken Pete's to get me through this, though. That's the only thing.
Come back to Philly.
Dude, I need the tendies and crab fries, bro.
You want to go to Raw on the 16th or on the 18th?
No, that's too much. I'm going
Philly?
to SmackDown on the 15th in Boston.
Oh wait, no, the 16th is a Saturday. When 16th, the 18th.
Of August?
You could just take the ticket off my tab.
I don't fucking know.
There's a lot. Want to come to Philly?
Of details. It's a lot of details.
We'll work it off.
Yeah, I don't even know what's on my calendar that day.
All right, so we've cooled down. Although on podcast, I think this is the most invested we've gotten into not wanting something. So following this, it will most likely be the Roman and Jay tag match, versus the Bronze. The Bronze, as Roman called him on his little treadmill video.
B&B security.
Roman's winning this. Jay is there for vibes. Jay is there to get the casual fans to have
get the
fun
Roman
time
rub.
with this. The Roman rub. Roman's getting the J rub right now.
Nah, Jay's getting the Roman rub. Jay's getting the stamp of approval.
Whatever. We know it's all building towards a bigger another fucking Bloodline War Games.
I hope not. I honestly really hope not. I want a completely different War Games this year. However,
but Bloodline is just so much fun. Sammy.
It was fun the first 3 years.
Sammy.
Okay, here's
Sammy
my thing,
Uso.
Here's my thing, though. I appreciate that they're trying to push Braun as the de facto leader now that Seth is gone. Because I think that this also can plant some seeds down the line for an eventual Seth versus Braun feud. I think this is their way of planting the seeds for it when they're ready, when Braun is ready. It's not yet. Give it a year. Give it 2 years.
Give it 3.
It's 2 years. They're already pushing it, bro. They're having Braun double spear the two of the biggest stars in the company.
I'm talking about that mic work.
They don't need it. They're gonna keep Paul. They're gonna keep Paul. No, they're gonna keep Paul with Braun.
Hopefully.
I think they're gonna keep Paul with Braun coming out of this, and Braun's gonna just fucking Brock Lesnar this shit, bro. I hate to say the name, but yeah. Here's my thing. Bronson Reed is in this match, and Roman Reigns and Jey Uso are on the other side. So, do the math. It's Roman and Jay. Come on. And also, Roman just lost at WrestleMania, and he took the pin, I believe. Did he not take the pin? I think he did. So, I think Roman definitely needs to get that bounce back win. I don't think he loses 2 PLEs in a row. Not that he can't, but it's Roman Reigns. You know, the aura of Roman is that he's a certified winner. He's the OTC one. It says it on his shirt.
It does. You know, it's interesting. You say Brock Lesnar, and they started mentioning him back on screen again. It's a very interesting time.
He's the next big thing. He's the big dog. It's his yard.
It's
Braun, that is.
It's very interesting once Brock Lesnar starts getting re-mentioned on TV. It gives me
100%.
It gives me a smelly smell.
The smelly smell that smells.
A little bit smelly.
Anchovies. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done that bit. I've done that bit before.
Oh, for sure.
That's one of my bits. That's one of my bits here. All right. Thank God. Oh wait, no, we still haven't made it through Saturday, dude. Saturday is gonna be a drag.
I'm gonna have a great time.
I might need to get drunk for this one. All right. The final match of the night. CM Punk's gonna get his WrestleMania main event for the world title. No chuckles.
No, that's facts. He's getting the main event for the world title.
But it was. Ah,
I know.
You just no-sold me.
No, I know.
He's facing Gunther for the championship. Gunther's going to swat that shit away. I'm going to go with the Sam Roberts level of thinking of Gunther don't care nothing about your story. Gunther don't care nothing about your stories at all. Your fantasies, your love life, your bullshit. Gunther don't give a fuck.
Bro, you're going for the most boring option.
So, I want to believe the other version of what could happen. Also, where we have been quote unquote lying because nobody really knows, which is the way they want it, which is just perfect. We've been lying about whatever Seth Rollins is doing. We're keeping it close to the vest. Only a few people know. There are conversations that Roman is going to involve himself in this match because Seth is going to involve himself in this match. And Seth might cash in this match. Roman might come in and ruin that to just kind of reiterate that we want Roman and Seth. Punk will then, of course, still get screwed because Seth Rollins' life mission is to never let Punk win a title. I love that we're keeping that up. What happened to Drew McIntyre's lifelong of also not letting Seth win a title? There's a lot of
well, Drew doesn't want Punk to win a title either.
Where is my Seth, Drew, and Punk triple threat?
Facts. Here's my thing.
Nobody wants Punk to get a title.
Here's my thing. This is SummerSlam 2025 as told by WWE Unreal Season 2. The version 1 of this card.
I cannot wait for the Unreal on this.
The version 1 of this card was Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins in a singles match. And what was Gunther going to do? I don't remember.
It was Punk and Gunther.
It was
Punk and Gunther. They were going head.
I'm talking
they were going head
SummerSlam.
strong.
I'm talking SummerSlam 2025 though. Version 1.
We don't have that card.
No, as told in Unreal Season 2.
Oh, please. That's not coming out.
Damn, you laughed at my joke and didn't know what the joke was.
The Rock ain't letting that happen.
Nah, so...
The Rock barely let this happen.
The original plan for this, I firmly believe, is that Jey Uso is going to team with LA Knight, the Yeah Yeet connection. They love to play that up. We're going to go against Braun and Bronson. Yeet. Yeah. And then Gunther was going to do whatever the fuck Gunther was going to do. He probably was still going to face Punk. And Roman Reigns is going to face Seth Rollins in a 1v1. Seth got hurt. And so, as in my opinion, and I'll get to this in my pick, they decided to go with option C. Or Plan B, or whatever you want to call it.
I like option C better.
And Seth got
a TNA
hurt,
reference, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Seth got hurt, and so they decided to leave Seth off the card, give LA Knight a win because the fans have been complaining about LA Knight getting a win, and so they said that's how we're gonna do it. No, listen, dude. Tinfoil hats are firmly on our head.
He still would have won.
Tinfoil hats are firmly.
He still would have won.
Nah, I think
they would have lost.
I think the V1 of Seth versus LA Knight at Saturday night's main event before the Seth getting hurt is that Seth would have won. But they decided Seth gets hurt, so they have the opportunity to give LA Knight a win that the fans have been mad about and saying if he doesn't win, then we're gonna be pissed and not watch and whatever. Yeah, that was never gonna happen. But they just figured we have an opportunity to get
Honestly,
an easy
they
win.
Don't care about that anymore.
I think they saw the opportunity to avoid some backlash and they took it. And then they had Roman team with Jey. They said, fuck you, LA Knight. And they had Seth waiting in the wings. And Gunther versus CM Punk ends with Punk beating Gunther. Partially because I think that this is the time they give Punk the moment he was supposed to have at WrestleMania 40 and then 41. But then also, because what's another thing that Seth said is that he will not let CM Punk be a world champion. And I don't care if he's actually injured and they have him hobbling down there or he is fine and he runs to that fucking ring. I think Seth cashes in. He might have been injured and it could have been minor and they just said they played up a few week injury to like months. But they've really been hamming it up on TV. But we haven't gotten a lot of dirt sheets about Seth being injured, which is usually what we get with a lot of wrestlers.
There is a picture of him legit with crutches, legit with his daughter. There is a picture.
He could very well be just playing it up for the cameras.
It could be played, but I mean that's a hell of a play. Like they were out in random public too.
This being said, like I'm not trying to make this. I don't joke about injuries unless I really don't joke about injuries. I firmly believe it's a situation of I believe Seth if he tells me he's injured, but I do think that I can still predict it. Okay, I can still predict it. Seth is gonna be fine. It was all a ruse. Seth cashes in on Punk, beats Punk for the title, and we have Seth Rollins back again as the World Heavyweight Champion. Plus, here's another thing. Gunther, as good as acceptable as this championship reign has been compared to the first one, I'm still mad about how they handled all of this. I'm still mad about it. And I don't know what I'm mad at anymore. I don't know if I'm mad. No, because I think Jay was the moment. I think they could have had Jay hold the title up until SummerSlam and lose and be fine, or never have Jay win it all. I think that there are multiple ways they could have avoided it. And I think that Gunther has been ass since WrestleMania as well. The feud with Pat was not necessary and not worthy of him getting a world title match down the road. I think that him winning the world title was stupid. I think that him facing Goldberg for the title was stupid. It could have been non-title. And this is the first time where Gunther is in a good match for the world title. Ever. Between both his reigns.
I like that we're both having our own separate crash out right now, because here's where I'm going to crash out. Right? So again, you've seen episode 2, so you have so episode 2 is the Royal Rumble, right? Okay.
Correct.
So I have a lot of new thoughts, and I'm not allowed to say all of my new thoughts yet, I feel like. But based off of episode 2 and the Royal Rumble, right? They did not seem like they were ever fully buying it. Triple H was like, I'm going to do this because I feel it, but I'm not buying it. And they kept yelling at Jay for his cardio. I'm going to let you in on a little secret, and I'm going to break episode 5 for you. They're still concerned about Jay's cardio.
I believe it.
I think what happened was Jay blew up too many times. I think they said this isn't working. I think they read the internet, and I think the internet wants the reactions in the arena. Yes, I'm gonna cheer. It's I got it. It's a vibe. But when it comes down to it, the matches aren't good. The matches lose interest. Jay ran out of steam. Literally. He could not breathe. And what's more angering about this to me was hearing that they were yelling to him about not getting blown up, and he was still concerned about being blown up at Mania 41. That's concerning. That means you didn't work on it. That's disrespectful.
I can't assume that he didn't work on it, but I can assume that
Get your cardio up. I actually think his cardio is up better now than it was before he had the belt. I think he looks great now. He looks like he trimmed. He's on a cut right now.
I think
he looks really good.
I think it could be a scenario where the pressure of him being at that level was a little too much at the time.
I think so too.
But here's the thing. The company decided they want to put the rocket on him. And I'm not saying that they are forced to stick with it, but here's the thing. Jay didn't have a lot of opportunities to really do better. He had the Logan match, which is he had to carry. He technically should have carried because he's wrestling a celebrity turned wrestler, which Logan probably was the one that carried it.
Logan is a better wrestler.
But here's the thing. The Seth match was good. The Seth match on Raw was
Anyone
good.
can have a good match with Seth Rollins.
I don't care. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. If Jay was truly a bad wrestler...
Seth gave Sting a good last match.
Come on, dog. That's a cop-out. That's such a cop-out. That's such a cop-out. If you're a bad wrestler... That's not a cop-out.
That's what it is.
A bad wrestler can't have any good matches with anybody. That's my opinion.
No, but if your dance partner is good, your dance partner knows how to emphasize the strengths and hide the weaknesses, which is exactly what Seth is really good at.
Sure.
The same way that anyone who steps in the ring with Cena, who was better than Cena in the ring, could make Cena look like $1 million in the ring, especially when Cena was being a brawler. And that was the same. Mm-hmm. And people have had those conversations on the internet back in 2011, 2012, 2010, when Cena was doing his Super Cena thing.
I think that the internet...
You're not as good as your partner. You're as good as the match. And the match was good, but he wasn't that good.
I think that he improved. He did, and I actually think he's improving now more than when they gave him the belt. He wasn't doing much since he lost the belt.
Again, I didn't understand the move. I think they didn't really think the move. I heard that you saw in episode 2 where they were like,
they all said Punk or Cena for
the
Rumble.
They all said Punk or Cena, which was the move, and I will stay on that. That's, again, why they don't want to acknowledge that 41 happened.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Jay, though,
This
I
looks
think,
like they're fixing their mistakes.
I think that if there was not other options and Jay was their only option, then Jay would have been fine and Jay would not have gotten the backlash he got and Jay would have had good matches and a better title run. I think he's a victim of the times he's in.
I think he's a victim of bad cardio.
I think that too. But I also think that
I think he's a victim of bad cardio. I truly think that's what happened. I think he
I
had
mean-
bad cardio. They told him he had bad cardio. He knew he had bad cardio from the way he's talking, both I think in episode 2 and 5. And he then didn't work on it.
I do recall a lot of post-match promos where he's like,
and he
he's
did,
like huffing,
and it
dude.
looks like he didn't do enough to fix it, which hurts.
Maybe.
That sucks.
Maybe.
If he did try, I feel for him.
I'm assuming
but
he did.
Didn't try hard enough.
maybe. I feel weird talking about people's ability of cardio and shit from my fat ass sitting in a chair. However,
No. Like I can't do what they do. I'm never on
No,
that way.
and I know that you
I
can't.
know I can't. I can't.
and I know
do what
that
they
we're
do.
on the same wavelength about that philosophy. I just feel like I don't know.
Let me put that in the air too. I can't do this shit either. I'm not a pro wrestler. I will never be a pro wrestler. I can barely bike up a fucking hill. Like I got it. Fair enough. I can lift, but I certainly can't fucking do cardio like that. I get it. That shit's difficult. That shit's mad difficult. You'll hear every celebrity who goes in there and they're like, "Oh, that shit was hard." Stephen Amell, who is in great shape, was like, "That shit was hard." Logan Paul used to say that how hard that shit was. Like that shit is hard. It's not easy. If you've seen Logan, there was a Logan Paul video that I saw of him like doing a bunch of crazy shit just to get himself in shape for that. So I get it. That shit's difficult. But I'm also here as a fan watching and paying money for merch, for shows. People pay for Netflix. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like I'm still allowed to be like, hey, man, like, especially now, if you're going to show me what your boss is telling you, and then I can see that you didn't do it, I can have an opinion on that.
Sure. Yeah, man. I don't know how we ended up getting here. I think we got here from Gunther Punk, but yeah, man. I don't know. I don't love this Gunther title reign, and I'm trying not to let my thoughts about how they handled it with Jay and all of that ruin it. But it happened. That's time. That's the
Punk
times.
promo sucked though. Like this Punk and Gunther promo was not good.
From which one? From last night?
The one from last week.
Oh, last week. Yeah, but last night was much better. Much better.
I was
Much
just
better.
like, I was like, I don't want to hear this shit. I don't care. Like Punk doesn't have enough beef with Gunther and enough time to make this thing make sense. So he just has to be babyface in this, and that just doesn't.
And this is a whole can of worms in itself because
Doesn't
WWE.
totally
I
work for me.
said it in the Discord, but WWE has not had a pay-per-view, a PLE, with more than 3 weeks of build since WrestleMania, and 3 weeks is not enough. 3 weeks is not enough, and you have this in that promo that was last week that was not good is a Triple H trope. That is when Triple H is too scared of keeping two guys protected and not wanting to risk the one of the two losing steam, losing momentum. They have these promos where, or one dog walking the other one on the microphone, where they both talk at each other, but they don't talk at the same time. They don't cut each other off. They don't have a dialogue. It's like a monologue while you're standing with and like looking at someone, and the other person does a monologue back, and then they just walk away. And it's like, okay, we're done here.
Yeah.
And that's a Triple H thing. They did it with Cena Cody, and it sucked then too.
There's like this weird, like, these could have been two separate promos, and like, I mean, I if I was them, I would be scared that Punk would dog walk Gunther too. Like, for as good as Gunther is, that kind of promo is not his bag. Like, that's just what it is. Like doing
He's gotten so much better at
doing
promos,
like a
though.
real life promo like that and doing it in the style that Punk can do it. That's not his bag. That's never been Gunther's bag, and that will probably never be Gunther's bag. It's fine. Like, that's not a knock. That's just what it is. Punk would be diabolical if they really let like a real Punk promo happen. That would be diabolical.
Instead, we get, isn't it great to be alive in San Antonio on a Monday night, or what?
Oh, groan.
Which, like, that got old fast. But
Real big groan. I mean, but that was AEW face Punk too. So
no,
it's
for
fine.
sure. Here's my thing. To kind of close the book on the
Bookend
Gunther
on-
Jay stuff and get back to the match itself. I'm learning more and more that the whole thing with Jay, it's hard because I don't think Jay winning the world title was a wrong choice. but I don't think that it was the right choice given that they quickly doubled back and gave the title back to Gunther, because it also ruined Gunther in my eyes, because Gunther's title reign could have been one continuous title reign, been hella dominant, and looked like a beast going into this Punk match. But the cloud of him tapping out to Jay is still there. Every week, fans are still chanting, "You tapped out," every single week, and it has not gone away. They ruined Gunther. I'm not saying Gunther can't come back from it, and I'm not saying it's a total loss, but they ruined Gunther, and they kind of soured Jay too. They ruined both guys. They had two strong guys that worked well together that they put together too much, and now they're both ruined.
Yeah, you spoiled the veggies, bro.
For sure. So to bring it back to the prediction, to say it one more time, my prediction is Punk wins, Rollins is revealed to be fine and not injured, and cashes in and wins.
Oh, this is what I was gonna say, because I don't want to spoil. What if Seth sends the goons to just ruin Punk's chances without cashing in?
Then we get the Bloodline rules. It's Roman, it's LA Knight, it's Jay, it's Sammy. They all come out and even the odds.
Well, because at Night of Champions Sunday, the real Night of Champions, all the championships are being defended. You like that?
Actually, yeah, hold up. Every match is a title match on Sunday.
And the one that got added is also, that I don't see on my version of the card right now, is
I see it, but I'm so fucking excited. Anyway.
What if he just doesn't let Punk get the title? Because I'm sitting here, and this is gonna bleed in, so I might have to start with the main event for Sunday, because this is gonna bleed in really easily. The world title to me doesn't scream power. And Seth has been screaming power and the future.
Future! Okay.
And I also still can't shake this contract signing that Cody did. I can't shake that. Where he forced Cena into this match, didn't tell him it was a street fight. He manipulated him. He did some bad guy tactics.
You're kind of... Okay, so...
hold on, let me finish.
No, I know. I'll let you finish. I just want to say, this is already leading me in another direction that I don't think you're about to go. So
Dude,
go ahead.
There are 4 different branches I got going on this match right now.
There's a multiverse.
There's a multiverse of matches going on in this.
The e-multiverse.
So there's that. There's this conversation Sam Roberts had about John Cena coming back as like the John Cena. He's gonna come out with a colored, like a colorful graphic. He's gonna run to the ring, and it's gonna be real babyface John Cena, which I'm all here for.
Will he face the title forwards around his waist?
I am also here, and again, where I sat with episode 4 and 5 of Unreal thinking there's a lack of Rock being talked about here, but we made sure to break down the initial Cena heel turn, and we made sure to show The Rock on the Raw Netflix debut, give Cody his props with no talking head about it, and then we just move forward. Everything counts, right? Thanks, Sam Roberts.
To add into this.
And they did this intentionally, releasing this show 5 days before SummerSlam, while this is a street fight, and while Rock is being brought up.
Yep.
So the avenues are as followed for me. I like the Sam Roberts one. I actually think I like the Sam Roberts logic the best. That's actually my favorite version of this, right? Because it actually turns into no shenanigans, and it's just a street fight. You could do this entire thing as a double turn with just these two. You don't have to touch a thing. There's no emergency break glass Rock. There's no emergency break back Seth. There's nothing here that matters in the end when you do this, right? If you do the Sam Roberts theory, which is have Cena come in as good guy Cena and have Cody just pummel him. Just absolutely go Homelander on him. And he takes the title. And we're not going to like that. It's going to break our heart because we're going to watch our guy, John Cena, who we've grown up with, get fucking bulldozed the same way that he did against Brock. but worse. I'm down for that. And you don't have to have anything happen. There doesn't need to be a B&B security. There doesn't need to be a Sami Zayn. There doesn't need to be a Seth Rollins doing the walking down with the crutches and then dropping the crutches, a la his match with Triple H, which again, on a different multiverse, would be really fucking cool. Because again, the other version of this is we don't do that, and we have this weird hybrid Cody Rhodes that we're getting right now against bad guy John Cena. A bunch of shenanigans happens. Seth Rollins comes down with the briefcase and like attempts to do something here because again, the WWE Championship is power, and we've already established that Seth, I think, wants this WWE title because he already went for this thing. There's precedent already. He doesn't show interest in this world title. He doesn't. He's consumed with power. So I don't see that being the Gunther title. I don't see that being the Punk title, even though he doesn't want Punk with his belt. That's why he might send the goons to go do his dirty work.
Seth has cut a promo on Gunther as world champion as a, hey.
You're right, he did. He said, hey, he said, I'm here.
Here.
You're right.
Now, I think we should wait to discuss further until we get to the main event.
No, we're just going to start. We're going to
jump in the main event?
We're going to.
Okay. So jumping in the main event. Your theory, the start of your theory got me going on my own theory. And
well, wait, because I have a because on this same theory, you could do that and then just have Seth steal it from both of them, which gets both of them out of this thing completely clean.
From both of them, from Cody and Cena, yeah.
Cody and Cena, because both of them are about to disappear. I mean, both of them are going to disappear. Cody's about to disappear. That's number one, right? There is a real life movie being shot.
Well, here's my thing. Disappear is not when people say that people are going to disappear. I don't really. I consider that grain of salt these days because, like, yes, they do disappear, but that doesn't mean they're not going to do what they want to do with those people and just have them go away for a while.
That's fair.
So but yes, that is something to bring up. That's worth bringing up.
So we do this with Seth, right? And Seth is just there, right? And Seth gets his belt or whatever, right? Like that's the stinger. Okay. There's also the third option of Seth and Roman come in and play, and so Roman comes in to ruin Seth's day. There's that, right? There's that. The same concept happens. It's still face tweener Cody Rhodes and heel Cena. We go through the shenanigans. Seth comes out, and then Roman comes and ruins Seth's day, and somehow Cena runs away with this thing, right? There's that. And then there's another option. And again, we're releasing things 5 days before SummerSlam. Cody has a Hot Ones interview coming up in 2 days, which is 3 days before SummerSlam. And we're talking about The Rock. And The Rock could come in here and ruin it for everybody. No Seth, no Cena. Nobody's getting this. Roman's certainly not getting this belt anytime soon. And Rock comes in, and Rock ruins it for Cena. And then Cody goes and sells the soul finally, which is what we've been waiting for to further this Rock and Cody thing that's been going on for 3 years now that we just can't seem to figure out. So there's so many avenues to go down here, and I'm so lost that I can't pick a winner.
You can't do this again.
I
you
did
need
it
to
last
pick
time.
one. You can pick one and be
I did it
wrong,
last
bro.
time.
I know, and it's not allowed anymore. You can pick one and be wrong. It's
and
fine.
I was half right.
I don't care. You need to pick one. Here's the thing.
I think the safest bet is to get Cody this belt. I think that's the safest bet. I think
the safest bet is a double turn, which is crazy to say that the safest is still a double turn. But I think that the safest bet is Cody goes a little too crazy, beats the shit out of Cena, bloodies him. We get the black and white cameras after the fact where they like black and white the shots of like Cena just pouring blood. Like I want a lot of blood. Like I want Cena to look like he's...
I want the red canvas from the JBL match. I want the red canvas from the JBL match.
That's crazy. I don't think we're getting that far, but I think that it will be a step down probably from the all-in death match is what I would say.
So he's not gonna hang him.
No.
Yo, Mox looks so scared. Mox was like,
no, literally.
Mox was like, this sounded like such a great idea in my head. And now I have to take this spot
so
again.
So scary that they had to do it twice.
And he's like, I don't want to do that ever again.
Crazy how they did it, and like they tried it once, and then he ended up flipping back over, and then they did it again. But here's the thing, right? The safest bet is Cody goes a little too hard. He beats the shit out of Cena, and he wins the belt. The next, let's consider this like a heat grade, right? So like,
okay.
So like the mild is like that, right? The medium
We'll
is
boo
Rock.
that. We'll still boo Cody though.
No, I'm not.
You don't
booing
think we'll boo Cody if he pummels Cena like that?
No. No, the masses will boo Cody. I will not boo Cody.
Oh, I'm booing.
I can't boo Cody because also it's Cody. When the good guy turns bad, that's fucking cool. Like, listen, when like the hero of heroes does some shady shit, that's still pretty cool, especially when that guy is your fucking guy. Cody's my guy. But I know, roll your eyes. You're the guy that fucking I don't even want to go that far.
Do it. Do it.
You were the fucking Roman Glazer, bro. You were the Roman Glazer. No, I don't want to hear it. Anyway, I can glaze. I'll glaze Cody, and you can glaze Roman, and it's fine. But not. The medium option is after the match, Rock comes out and is like, "My boy, you did it. You did what you had to do."
After the match.
After the match.
Okay.
Because here's the thing, Rock. There is a scenario. There is a reality where Rock could be involved and not ruin anything. They just happen to do it every single time to where he ruins things.
Well.
No, like seriously.
Him coming out still ruins things.
I don't think it ruins things.
Well,
I think
he'll go away again.
I'm not thinking past SummerSlam too much.
Oh, my bad.
Here
we're on
with
Sunday.
that.
We're
on Rock time here. We're not thinking about the future with the Rock.
My bad.
No, but for real though, Rock comes out and he's like, "You did it. You're the guy. You did what you had to do. You're that guy now. You're Hollywood now." And Cody goes on this Hollywood ego trip thing, and he goes away, and he's like, "Yeah, man." He's like Cena is now. He's like, "Sorry, man, can't defend the title. I'm off filming Street Fighter." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have Cody just become the people that he fought against all of these years. Then the extreme option, and you got me here, bro. From your theory. So here's my theory. Seth and Cody are together with The Rock. Remember those rumors were swirling around Mania 41? Seth and Cody. Seth and Cody have such a rich history as rivals and as allies. Seth helped Cody last year at 40, and for that entire year I was like, yo, Seth should turn heel and feud with Cody. But no, what if Seth and Cody are guys that are all about the future of the business? They want to be the faces of the business. What if they go on a power trip with The Rock? Seth cashes in on night 1, beats CM Punk for the world title. Cody on night 2 beats Cena for the WWE title. Rock comes out, Seth comes out, Cody comes out, new corporation.
I'm not buying it.
That's the pie in the sky. That's not like my actual prediction. My actual prediction is that Cody's just gonna win straight up, and maybe The Rock comes out during the match, but I would hope to be after so he doesn't ruin anything. But I don't know. What?
Damn, I had a thought.
But imagine though.
There was like an idea in here that I had, and I need you to just say one of your ideas again. Go through your parts again.
Cody and Seth working together.
No, before that.
Okay. Man, I don't remember. I gotta go back in my. I was spitting, bro. I don't know. I was like, I was locked in.
You were in the zone. You were in the zone.
I was locked in. No, Cody has been fighting against. Cody and Seth have been guys that are about the industry and the future, and they want to be at the top and craft.
I know what I was gonna say.
Okay.
You were saying Cody goes Hollywood. What if Cody tries to fight going Hollywood though? Like Rock's there and he's still trying to fight him.
Maybe.
Where like it's like a no, don't mind control me, and then he gets mind controlled anyway.
I hope not. That's stupid. That makes
him
look
Cody
weak.
would do some shit like that.
That makes him look weak.
You know Cody would do some shit like that because he's still gonna try to be the babyface for as long as possible.
At that point, I just want Cody to be like beating Cena too bad, and then people boo him, and he's like on Friday with the title, like, "What? Come on! I told you I'd do whatever I have to do, and now I'm the champion again."
I like that.
You wanted
that
this.
idea more.
Why are you mad at me? Why are you mad? You wanted this.
But that's not Hollywood. I like that more though.
I like the Hollywood, but I know it's not the same. It would have to be a different thing entirely, but still. I think that's the most realistic thing is Cody just pummels Cena too much and the fans boo, and he's like the Cody heel that was in AEW where he still thinks he's the hero, and he's like, what do you mean, guys? Like, you were with me when I said I would do whatever I have to do to get the title back, and you said that you didn't like what Cena did to me and to you and to everyone else. I did this for you, and the fans are still booing.
You know what would be the greatest heel move after this? After that is him being like, do y'all remember Travis Scott?
Yo, and honestly, facts. Facts. Oh, dude, I actually watched back a clip from Travis Scott at 41 when he came out, and I was like, damn, I forgot that like the match was already slow as shit, and then he came out and did a whole entrance for mad long, and everyone thought The Rock was gonna follow it, and he just never did.
Bro,
that was horrible.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you all. I'm gonna tell you something off air because I don't want to. I don't want to totally ruin it.
Okay.
But I gotta ruin it for you.
That's fine.
I gotta ruin something for you because
That's fine. I scrolled Twitter this morning and that was the worst of it for me. I got every spoiler.
I was about to say, you
Everyone
probably
binged
saw a
it.
lot of it.
Everybody binged it by like 7 a.m. It was
Oh
ridiculous.
my god,
but
fucking menaces. At least it was
It's menaces
1,
and
2
people that
p.m.
live
when
in
I finish it.
people in different time zones probably too. I know a lot of people that.
All
are
right,
in
so
different
going backwards
areas.
on this card, I think the penultimate match of this might be. Oh my god! So we have. Do we have 2 of the? Is this Becky Lyra match a street fight?
It's a no
essentially?
DQ, no count out. I mean, yeah.
So I
Yeah.
didn't understand this, right? So I want to put this as the penultimate match, but I forgot that this is also a street fight. So this can't be penultimate because otherwise we're just gonna have no rules for the rest of the night.
No rules.
It's no rules, bloodline rules. Mama
Bloodline
Rhodes.
rules.
Mama
What you gonna do
Rhodes.
now, Mama Rhodes?
What if Mama Rhodes turns heel? What if
Bruh.
What if
Mama
Rock,
Rhodes
what
kicks
if
Cena
Rock-
in the dick.
No, what if Mama Rhodes kicked Cody in the dick?
Bruh, that'd be crazy.
That'd be so stupid.
Rock, Mama
Rock and
Rhodes,
Mama Rhodes
Cena,
and Cena? Look, Cody,
That's
we got your
fucking
mama.
silly. That's fucking silly, bruh.
All right, well, whatever. This is what I'm going to next. At this point, we're out of order. This is Night of Champions. At some point, there will be another street fight in this night.
Yeah.
This will actually be the first street fight of the night. This actually may open now that I'm thinking about it. Because if we're gonna start with this, we can end with the other one. Feels like there's enough time between rules being broken.
Yeah.
Becky and Lyra. If Lyra loses, she can no longer challenge as long as Becky is the champion, which is a wonderful stipulation to put because that means we will get these two away from each other.
And it means that Bailey's gonna turn heel and fuck over Lyra.
Okay.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
There's there's so much yawn in this.
That's just my prediction, honestly. No, it's not yawn though. This is one of the better stories in my opinion.
It is, but it's still a bit of yawn going on. Like,
I mean, it's gonna cook.
I mean, we kind of just have Crash Out Becky right now screaming at me constantly. Like,
I like it. It's been working, I think.
and we have Lyra who's attempting to be sympathetic, but also not really being that sympathetic while also just being bad on the microphone.
Yeah, Lyra tried to cut a promo this week, and she came out and she's just like,
"These are my Becky
SummerSlam,
stompers."
SummerSlam's this Sunday. How are we feeling?" And I'm like, "Oh, no wrestler does that." And there's a reason why.
I was like, "Where?" What are we watching? I was like, "Are we watching a concert?"
And these are my Becky stompers, and I'm like, okay. Like, cool shoes. Nice
Cool
kicks,
shoes, bro.
Fire kicks, bro. Shoe game on
Anything
fleek.
to get Lyra away from this. We still haven't gotten our Becky and Bailey one-on-one like PLE match.
At this point, I don't think we're gonna get it.
Okay, whatever. Like, I think I actually could see Becky winning this and then starting to move Lyra actually more up in the world.
Okay.
Up being
Yeah.
just in what championship she's fighting
Up
for.
the card. Up the
card. Becky and Bailey are obviously on their way down, and while they're on their way down, they are here to elevate a mid card title, which is totally fine.
Yeah, no, definitely. Becky is IC champion. I mean, Lyra already was a decent IC champion to start with, but Becky has taken it and brought it even higher up in terms of prestige. Like,
If Naomi wasn't the world champion right now, this would be the most important belt for the women.
yes, 100%. I actually fully
And
agree.
I love Io, but
And the tag team belts are rising in stock, bro. I don't know. Those tag belts are rising in stock.
they're
And I think
looking
once
some
Charlotte,
form of importance.
I think once Charlotte and Alexa win those belts, the stock is going to keep going.
Anyways, so this is another street fight. It's going to be a bunch of kendo sticks, and that's just what it's going to be because we can't outdo the men's world title match that might have The Rock in it. So it seemed like a weird idea to put these matches on the same night.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's really weird.
That
And
was that was a choice.
I thought it was also weird that night 1 is full of tag matches, and night 2 has all singles matches, a triple threat. It has 4 singles, a triple threat, and a 6-pack tag match.
The booking of this was strange. They obviously did not care about the Saturday, but then realized maybe a little too late that they were like, "Oh yeah, we kind of
Same thing that happened at 41. We're seeing a pattern.
Is it though? Like I feel like they knew 41 was going to be 2 days, and I mean like they've been planning 2-day WrestleManias for a minute now, right? I feel
Real.
like with this one, they kind of they were like, "Oh yeah, we have this 2-day SummerSlam, but we're not worried about it." And then all of a sudden, July happened, and they were like, and then Saturday night's main event happened, and they were like, "Fuck, we have 2 days to fill."
I don't know. I kind of feel like the formula doesn't change that much because in my eyes, I still firmly believe the reason they've made SummerSlam a 2-night affair this year and going forward is that they're trying to make this the WrestleMania of the North. So I feel like they need to really go balls to the wall at SummerSlam too.
I mean, I get it. They're over right now. I definitely feel like we're overcompensating. It is what it is, though. Like we're overcompensating for the fact that Mania 41 kind of sucked and that we're kind of not talking about it. We're also kind of compensating for the fact that Travis Scott isn't here. We're compensating for the fact that these tickets are expensive, so they're like, fuck it. Like I don't know what we're compensating. Like we're compensating for a lot.
I don't know, bro. They had 4-night passes for $100 more than what we paid, so we could have gone to Raw and SmackDown of that weekend for another $100 a person. Like that's actually crazy. That's kind of crazy. I'm kind of pissed about that, but
that's because they probably saw like the sales and were like, "Fuck."
Well, yeah, because the growing thing is that they're pricing out the diehards.
I mean, we did this like on one of the last pods where I was like, "Yo, you're pricing us out. We can't go. Like, what do you want from us?"
You were convinced before the tickets even went on sale that you were like, "Yeah, I'm not doing SummerSlam. I can't afford it." Then I went on and I was like, "Oh no."
I mean, based off those WrestleMania tickets, I was just like, "Ain't no way, brother."
We paid more for one night of WrestleMania than both nights of SummerSlam.
Crazy.
A person. Crazy.
All right. So on the way down this card, actually, I think the real penultimate will be this.
Wait. You're moving this along without dropping picks though. Who you got for that? Becky or Lyra? I got Becky. I think Bayley comes out and screws Lyra because Bayley also was cryptic and like I don't know what to do next and whatever. So anyway.
So the real penultimate match of the show that will probably happen before the Cena Rhodes match is the triple threat Naomi, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley. Once again, Rhea Ripley is here for vibes. Why? Because she's the most over woman on the roster, so they got to put her in the match.
Yes. You can't not have her at SummerSlam.
You can't not have her in the world title match. She's Charlotte, but we don't want to talk about it.
No, facts. She's the Charlotte that everyone likes. No, you're not wrong. At this point, I agree with that. At this point, I agree
we just don't want to talk about it though. Like,
and you can't. Yeah. It's just the Charlotte we picked, and not the Charlotte they picked. That's what it is. Yeah. I mean, like, I think this is probably going to open the show. To be honest, as much as I don't want it to,
I could think this opens the show. I just don't see two street fights.
My mentality is just that like, the second biggest match is opening these Triple H shows. The biggest match always closes. The second biggest usually opens.
I mean, it's a good spot to be in, honestly. I think opening and closing and then penultimate are the best spots to be in right now.
That EO entrance at night though.
Oh, fire.
With the strobing stuff and Naomi's entrance. Well, she's not really the glow anymore, but like
you still want it dark.
You still want it dark. Rhea in the dark. Rhea at opening Mania 40 night 1 was not it.
That was not the move.
Yeah, it was night 1. It was not the move. It was not the move. It was not the move. But like this match is gonna fucking cook. But here's my thing: we need to stop doing Io Sky triple threats.
We just took out
Bianca and put Naomi
and put in Naomi.
Yep, and gave Naomi the title to walk in with. Which hold up, I gotta say, fucking
fire move.
I'm into it. Naomi's so fucking good, dude. And those
she's
are the
so funny. She's so funny too.
And hey yo, Stephanie Vacqua, or however you say it. And those heifers over there, when she calls people heifers, I'm like, that's hilarious.
You know what's crazy though is they let her get off a "I didn't understand you" line to Io.
Yeah.
And nobody got mad at it.
That was another thing too. People were like, "Well, what about when Carlito did it?" And everyone freaked out. And honestly, people in the company are like, "We don't care about either of them. That's just you."
and meanwhile, people are also still freaking about El Grande. And El Grande went to AAA, and they're like, "Yeah,
bro."
They're like, "Yeah."
He got a bigger pop than Sami Zayn in Mexico, bro.
Than El Generico.
He's crazy.
Ridiculous.
He's crazy.
So everybody just calm down. Have fun.
I'm scared. Not gonna lie, I'm scared.
I would love to believe that Naomi is winning this because she just won it. I don't see Rhea winning this at all. And honestly, Io doesn't need the belt back.
No. I think here's the thing. I think my heart says Naomi. My heart says Naomi. My brain says I see Rhea in it. My brain says I'm a simple man. I see Rhea in a title match at a big PLE. I see Rhea winning it. But
didn't you see that last time too?
Yeah, I did. Wait, no, I didn't say that last time. No, I said Io wins at Mania
Okay.
because I was like there because it was obvious because Rhea and Bianca were like blah, 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 and Io was just like I am here.
I'm here and I'm gonna win.
Facts. But like, here's my thing, right? I'm thinking ahead, and the winner of this match is going on to Clash in Paris and facing Stephanie Vacqua. For the
Oh, and we really like the Io and Stephanie pairing apparently.
We do. No, it's not apparently. We do. No, but Naomi and Stephanie. I'm thinking who is the best pairing with Stephanie, and I don't see Naomi being the best pairing, but I'm open to it. And
Honestly,
here's the thing: we don't need to blow our load. We don't need to blow our load with the biggest match yet.
Relax.
Stephanie's still young.
Relax. You're saying a lot.
Okay.
Relax.
I'm just saying Stephanie has a long way to go with her career. We don't need to put her in all the biggest matches yet.
I guess for me, like what makes the match more entertaining is the fact that Naomi is something, right? Like that's what makes Naomi winning and going into Paris to face Stephanie Vacquero more entertaining, right?
Stephanie Vacqua.
Exactly, right? Because just going to Paris, and it's Io and Stephanie. Like I love Io, but she's a vibe. That's about it, right? And then there's Stephanie Vacquero who doesn't really say anything, and isn't really any kind of character. Like I don't know why she gets this special entrance for what. Like
I mean, she's just a damn good wrestler, and honestly, like I'm about it. With the thing with and Io, I don't know, man. Io's pumping out match of the year contenders, like fucking handing them out like fucking candy bars all year. Crazy.
That's just the energy.
It's just that she's the best wrestler in the fucking world right now, bro. I swear. Sorry, a siren went by, so I had to mute real quick. But like, also like, not the only one that thinks that either.
No,
there are a lot of people that think about
it.
She's up there. I don't know if she's the best, but she's up there. But here's the thing, man. I just don't think. I think it does the world title and it does Naomi a huge disservice to have her immediately drop the belt. So I don't think she's winning. I do think Naomi and Stephanie is the move.
It is.
And I think that Io is unfortunately probably going to eat the pin.
Yeah, because we can't keep pinning Rhea, so.
Can't keep as if Rhea ever got pinned?
So the next match that we're going for, we're moving on. The next match we're doing is Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles. Now, this brings up a conversation that I want to have about El Grande Americano. Who was the other guy in the mask? Which mask was that?
Oh, that's El Grande.
El Grande 2?
No, hang on. How do you say?
¿Cómo se dice?
How do you say British in Spanish?
Britan?
Britannico. Yeah.
Look at that.
It's
El Jefe Britannico.
well, like El Grande is big. What's the small mean? What's like a small British?
Poquito.
Poquito? Okay.
Right.
El Poquito Britannico?
Is that right?
If you want to say that, if you want to call Pete Dunne that, then yeah, we can call him that. That was absolutely fucking Pete Dunne, bro. What are they doing to my? What are they doing to my boy Peter?
I couldn't see it. I saw it vaguely, and I was like, "Damn, they did a really good job of covering his face." Because I couldn't even tell who that was.
I put it in the Discord.
You did, and I still actually couldn't tell. Like that chin was not recognizable to me.
Nah, bro, that's Pete Dunne with that beard, bro. That's Pete Dunne with the red beard.
Oh, I didn't really notice the beard. I was looking at the chin, like I don't recognize this.
And here's the thing too. Remember in the build,
No.
Remember
Yes, I do.
In passing backstage and stuff,
passing.
it was Ludwig and Pete were like interacting and stuff backstage and doing things with Sheamus, I think at the time. But then coming out of it, they were the ones seen backstage in the background when American Made was doing shit.
Where's Penta?
That's true. Penta's not booked.
Penta hasn't been here for weeks. But we paid money to go get his autograph.
No, Penta's been on Raw.
Has he?
I'm pretty sure he's been on Raw. Hang on. He wasn't on last night.
He wasn't on last week either.
What was
the week before that?
What was the date yesterday? The 21st.
8th, the 1st, and then the 14th.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen him on TV in like 4 weeks.
Penta locks horns with Seth Rollins on July 7th. July 21st.
Is that the last time he was on screen?
Penta was not mentioned on July 21st. Wow.
What about the 14th? Did Seth kill
working
Penta?
on it. Holy fuck. Penta's not been on Raw since July since he faced Seth.
Did they kill him?
No, I don't think so. I think Seth just won.
He just won. That's it.
I'm pretty sure.
Nothing else.
Hang on.
Also, seeing Penta's Royal Rumble and the blue. I need blue Penta back.
Dude.
We need blue Penta back.
Blue
That guy
Penta.
was about to win a title.
That guy had aura, bro.
That guy had aura. I don't know what this guy's doing.
Yeah, bro. And then LA Knight came out after the fact. Yeah, Rollins hit low blow on Penta at an angle that the official couldn't see and quickly followed up with the stomp for the victory. And then LA Knight came out.
He broke his dick and now he doesn't show up on TV no more.
Broke his dick. Penta out there like, my dick fell off.
I'm about to ask him that. I'm like, yo, Penta, where you been, bro?
When you come back, are you gonna wear a cup?
All right. With that being said, Dominic Mysterio and AJ. Dominic is killing it.
I'm AJ right now, ready? AJ praying to God that Dom is able to compete.
Dom was in AAA also this past week or so, and he also got one of the biggest reactions that he was ever supposed to get.
Stone Cold levels of pop, bro.
That was a pop.
They're putting the AAA title on him. I'm like pretty convinced.
Interesting, as the company is going to start shutting its doors in the next 6 months. Super interesting move.
Are they actually?
I think I saw that somewhere.
I didn't see that. Oh.
I think they're getting gobbled up, and I think there's a lot of. We can talk about that at the end.
TNA said that TNA was cryptic about Bound for Glory, I think, Slammiversary.
The acquisitions are starting to all turn into NXT real quick.
I don't know if they're gonna shut down, but I don't know.
Or it's gonna turn into NXT Mexico.
Oh, it says that they're dissolving as a company because WWE's buying them. That was 2 months ago.
Anyway, though, this will be fun. AJ has been hilarious. This has been fun. This has been a glorious time. This has been enjoyable. It's funny. They don't have to wrestle. AJ going, what? I'm the valet. Thanks, AJ.
What? I'm the valet. I'm the valet. Throws the keys.
This gives big, and like we don't like this version of Dean Ambrose, but like we do kind of like this version of Dean Ambrose. It's this weird. It's like when they did like the ALS ice bucket challenge, and Dean just pours it on Seth, and he's like, "What? It's for charity," or it comes out of presents and shit. Like, but it's with two people that we kind of like. I think like can do this better and like actually want to do it and doesn't look crazy. But I mean, John Moxley pulled those things off really well too. So like,
it's also a great way for Dom to still be a chicken shit heel. Where he's like, I have a doctor's note. I can't wrestle. You can't touch me. I have a doctor's note. And then AJ's
I just
like,
want to say,
I just want to say,
Triple H listens to VWP.
Does he?
He listens to VWP because that was our gimmick. We talked about that. Daniel Bryan, man.
What do you mean with doctor's note?
With the doctor's note, we were showing the doctor's note around, saying I'm cleared. Like that's
oh yeah, I'm cleared.
Like that was like Triple H just did it in reverse.
Okay,
like,
he's tapped in. Yeah,
he's tapped in. Yo, Triple H, can we get that Sam Roberts deal?
We'll take that royalty check.
I'll take that Sam Roberts deal. I'll take nothing less. I'll do the Raw recaps.
You enjoyed the show?
You don't want me to talk about the show though. It may not come out the way you want it.
You enjoy the show? It was written by VWP, by Kickout Club.
No, I didn't like it.
No,
your show is boring.
What do you want to talk about?
I was gonna say AJ's winning this, but after that AAA thing, I don't know anymore.
You know what's a weird take, and it kind of ties into the main event of night 2. I've read in certain ways that when Cena comes out as this big babyface and loses the title to Cody, he goes after AJ at Clash in Paris for the IC title.
Yes. So we're just going to try to completely ignore the heel turn instead of him trying to beg for our forgiveness, which is what he should do. And we're just going to pretend none of that ever happened, that it was a fever dream, and then he's just going to go try to get that belt that he didn't get.
I mean, a lot can happen in the 3 weeks WWE allows between PLEs.
Nah. Does that fit with John Cena's schedule, brother?
I don't know. My only thing is AJ being the Intercontinental Champion going into Clash in Paris would be sick because of the phenomena. Or no, il est vraiment phénoménal, la 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 la
Oh
la la.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, your
that's
French is
part of
brushed
it.
up. That was good.
That's right. That's right. So there's that. But I don't know, man. And then there's also the fact that if Dominic loses to AJ, then he can go after and win the AAA title and go to AAA and be their champion for a little while. So here's the thing, too. Dom is not the only one that's facing Elio Del Vikingo for the title at Triple Mania Regia or whatever it is. It's Elio Del Vikingo, Dom, Dragon Lee, and El Grande Americano, the Ludwig Kaiser version.
You don't know that.
Allegedly.
There you
El
go.
Mucho Grande Americano, because he's much bigger than Chad Gable. But
Why wasn't Mr. Iguana put in this match?
Good question, actually. That's a great question. What's he doing there? Let's see. Let's see.
I love that everybody it's definitely a meme, but I like that we just accept it.
Oh, for sure. Oh, sorry. Triple Mania Regia was in June. The Triple Mania in August is the one that's happening. I gotta find it. Sorry, I'm looking. I found it. There is no Wikipedia entry for it. I don't think. Nope. But yeah. Anyway, I was trying to see what Mr. Iguana was gonna be doing. It failed royally, but yeah.
Damn.
I give up.
Anyway, honestly, Dom could win this match. Only because I don't want to see Cena kind of just relegate himself and just go get that IC title just because. Like, honestly, even whatever we're going to do, like, how about the Never Seen 18? You mute it.
How about I reversed? I had it switched in my head. How about, yeah, my long thing of like, oh, Dom could go to AAA if he loses the title, whatever. All of that to say, Dom could. I still think Dom's going to retain. I don't think it makes sense to have AJ win after all of this build, where AJ has clearly been the one in the driver's seat. But also, AJ pinned Dom clean on Raw last night.
Yep.
Clean as a whistle. Like,
yep. Well,
sick. It was clean.
Ish.
What do you mean?
There was distractions.
Sure, but still,
there were all of the El Grandes and El Pequeños.
No, that's right.
El
That's right.
Pequeño.
El Grande Americano and Britannico or whatever.
Exactly.
But yeah, that being said, I think you could run it back at Clash in Paris and have Styles win in Paris.
Could give him the little phenomenal.
I'm down. Styles winning the title and the fans going absolutely batshit with that would be crazy.
It would go ham.
It would go ham. And he's a face this time, so it might even get bigger because he was a heel when they did that.
Barely.
And it was cold as shit, dude. The camera's shaking and he's fucking mean mugging it while they're doing it. That was crazy,
that was
bro. That was aura. That was aura.
He had more aura than Cody.
That was aura. Yo, when Triple H said that Rhea had aura in Unreal, that made me laugh. But yeah, that's the IC title match. What's next?
So
we got two more.
We have two more. At some point there will be. Again, we're kind of not remembering that Mania 41 happened because I feel like this could have been on Mania 41. I don't remember if it was on their think board for 41, but Solo and Jacob kind of just ran out of time. So I'm glad that we didn't try to hotshot it. I'm glad we did wait. I'm glad we did have this nice little summer feud.
Agreed.
Solo having the belt right now is a bit interesting because he's Solo's always funny. Like I don't think like Solo doesn't need this belt to do the things that Solo does. They gave Jacob Fatu like his moment at WrestleMania, and I feel like they're kind of gearing up to give him just that next big stadium moment again. It's a very strange hot swap situation going on here because you could have just not done that. But you needed a reason for the story to continue. You needed Talatanga or whatever the tall boy's name is.
Taller Tonga.
Taller Tonga.
Tallest Tonga.
Tallest Tonga. So we needed all of that to get to where we are now, and that's fine. But I don't see a reason why Jacob Fatu wouldn't win this, especially in a steel cage match. That's I mean, they like to talk about Jacob Fatu's prison record that's supposed to put them
That's
in
actually so true. I forgot about that.
Put them in like a cell. I see what we're doing here. We're gonna attempt to call this jail.
Oh my!
And I'm waiting for the Pat McAfee line of the decade. I'm waiting for it.
Pat's not gonna be there. Pat's not gonna be there.
Has he said that?
he said he's taking an extended absence.
He did say that, but it is SummerSlam.
It is, but I think
he's done that
he's
before.
For real. I think he's for real.
I think he is too. I still think it's SummerSlam.
I think it's going to be Michael. I think it's going to be Cole and Wade and maybe Corey.
All three of them.
Maybe
I think Wade, Corey, and Michael. That would be a vibe. Oh, we know Joe Tess ain't getting that call up.
I hope not. Jesus. I mean,
It
thank
doesn't
God we're
matter.
there
We're
live,
not
so
there.
we don't have to hear it.
I don't have to listen to Joe Tess.
No, facts.
Bro, on a side note, they want to switch him to Raw. They want to put him on Netflix.
So I needed to down my drink for that comment because, yeesh, that's going to be ass.
On second thought, we really like SmackDown on USA.
I
love SmackDown.
I think it's actually like a thing where Cole's not available on Mondays for some reason. So like I don't know, something's going on with Cole.
Oh.
I think it's something that's like a conflict in Cole's schedule, and they were like, "We'll appease.
We'll put you on SmackDown only because you've been the best guy ever recently, but like
only because your back hurts."
I mean, his back does hurt. Although Corey is very good.
No, he is. I think Corey's the next Michael Cole. I really do. I think Corey is the guy.
It is sad that we're gonna have to put Joe Tessitore back on Raw, which will make Raw unwatchable, and it's on Netflix. Which is not a good move.
Justice for Vic Joseph.
It's not justice for Vic Joseph. They don't want to split him up from Booker T.
I know, but I don't think Booker T belongs on commentary. I really don't.
I think that you're absolutely right. However, with Vic Joseph, it just works.
No, I know. No one else can work with Booker the way Vic does.
So I think that they have to keep them two as a pair, and they're not going to put them on Raw.
No, I agree. And here's another
because if Cole is going to SmackDown, right? And they're not gonna put them two on Raw. It's just not happening.
Here's a quick side note before I get to the to my thoughts on the steel cage match. On commentary while we're on this topic. I think having Corey on NXT is great because as much as it sucks that he's only there on TV, he's going to get a lot of intel on these guys in NXT for when they do come up on the main roster and he's at those big moments, he's able to dish out all the backstory. I think it's only going to help his color commentary work because he's going to have the first-hand experience of the rookies. Anyway,
that's what he did back in the day too when he first got up here. Like he had when he came up with like all of our favorites, right? All of the NXT guys.
Yeah, he was
Charlotte,
behind
KO,
the desk.
Blah
he was
blah blah
wrestling
blah blah.
with all those
like
people.
he knew those people, so you could bring that back.
100%, 100%. But back to the match. You were saying that the steel cage is a symbolism for prison. I was gonna take it more straightforward than that. Steel cage matches are booked when there's a lot of shenanigans that happen from factions and allies getting involved, and so the steel cage is a way to keep them all out. So I just thought that was the way that Jacob's gonna win.
Well, yes, that's what they want you to think.
But
I'm the fucked up one. I'm the fucked up one for going deeper with it.
Bro said prison. Nah, this is easy. This is easy. I love Solo. He doesn't need it. Him having the title is great. He earned it, but I think that he has done his job by holding it, and I think that his job does not change whether he has it or not. I think Jacob needs to win. I think if we're building Jacob, he should win. It's Jacob Fatu. Ya Ramin.
We'll see you next summer, Solo. It'll be a Solo summer next summer.
I mean, this is Solo Summer.
This is Solo Summer.
This is the season finale of Solo Summer.
This is the season finale of Solo Summer. I love Solo Summer. He always comes in. He always starts acting a fool.
Hot Solo Summer, bro.
He comes in acting a fool.
So he really does. Another thing is that people are saying that there's a potential for Tama Tonga to come back and get involved in this. And eventually, like if they ever wanted to put Jacob with Roman and Jay and those people, they put Tama Tonga with them because he's got the yeah. That's over, you know.
They put him with the Bloodline, not the MFT.
Yeah, they could.
No.
They could.
Why wouldn't you just put twins Roman, Sammy, and Jacob?
Well, because they said that the MFT is complete when Tongaloa came back because obviously. That's all you need.
Well, Jacob doesn't have any backup, and his only backup has been Jimmy.
Right, and so you add Tama to that.
No.
And it evens the odds a little more.
No, you bring Jay.
I mean, you can also
twins,
bring Jay.
And then the twins look at him and
go, No.
We got to call Big Bro.
You bring Jay.
And Jacob is salty, but he's like, the twins go, we got to call Big Bro.
Jay is the hot pop that could be Roman, but Roman's too busy to get involved in that story.
Roman's like,
so you have Tama
Roman's
Tonga.
like, I got to fight Seth's group and the MFTs?
No, facts.
I'm not doing that.
So you have Tama Tonga come back next, and it's Jacob, Jimmy, and Tama. And then and then they're like, fuck, Tama, you're great to have back, but we're still not enough. We're still no match for tallest Tonga. We need help. And then when you think Roman's about to come out, it's just me, Oos.
Hey.
And Jay is at that level where it would still be a cool moment. You get the Usos back together. It's Jacob, it's the Usos, it's Tama, and MFT.
Ugh.
But for
That's
now,
nasty.
Jacob wins the title back. And here's the thing: it's a situation even coming out of this where it's like, I don't know what's next for the U.S. title, regardless of the winner. I really don't know.
Triple threat war games.
God damn it, MFT and Seth's goons and the Bloodline, OG Bloodline.
Well, here's the thing: because there has to be a segment of somebody asking Jacob or Roman if he wants to go help Jacob, and Roman's gonna have to say on screen, no.
What do you mean? You don't want him to just immediately go, yeet?
Bro, the video of him yeeting, I was so upset.
Next, they're going to have Roman and Jacob in the same story, and Roman's going to have to go, yeah, Ramin.
The book creative's like, look, Roman, you got to bulldoze everyone. You're going to do that.
Literally.
Well, the only other match that isn't on my card right now that we still haven't talked about is the 6-pack TLC of everybody's wet dreams.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
all
eating
the marks
good.
Can go enjoy all of this. This is a way to get these belts off of the Wyatt 6, even though they just got them.
While you're in the bathroom, I will be having the time of my life.
Oh, no, I won't be in the bathroom. It'll be great. It'll be a car wreck.
Nah, yeah, I'm just messing with you.
But, the concept of it is I could care less, right? All of these teams have already kind of been fucking with each other since, the end, since April, and I'm kind of over it. It's no longer interesting, but I can appreciate that they kept it going. I can also appreciate that they made it worth something. They also gave us something fun. You don't get 16 TLC matches. I also want to say that there might be a 25th anniversary of TLCs.
We got to see a 10-team ladder match, I believe. Or was it a 6? I think it was a 10 at Mania 40.
I thought it was 7 or 8. Either way, was it TLC?
Oh, it might have been 8. It was a ladder. It was not TLC.
I guess what I'm just kind of just okay, let's move on from this. The thing is, after this though, we have to inject new life into the SmackDown tag division.
Oh, it was 6 teams. Sorry, go ahead.
And because at this point, I don't want to see none of these motherfuckers.
That's crazy because I disagree. I think this is fucking awesome. I think that this is probably the blow off match for the tag division. I don't know what else they do moving forward because they've told so much story.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to inject something new.
Yeah, but
Logan and Miz.
So here's the new. The new is I'm torn between 2 teams, but I'm gonna go with it. My prediction is that Andrade and Rey Fenix win the titles.
You're not the only one I see saying that either.
And they're investing in them
that's
really hard.
Interesting, and I don't love it, but I don't hate it because
I don't either.
I don't really need the Street Profits.
They just had the belts.
The Wyatt 6.
Yawn. Honestly,
I don't really need Motor City Machine Guns.
Yawn. They're the least likely to win, in my opinion.
DIY.
They're good as heels. It's just it's not intriguing. Yeah. And Andrade and Rey Fenix are left, and they had a promo package on SmackDown that they're investing in Andrade and Rey Fenix. They're really trying to build them as a legitimate team that belongs in this match. And I think that they're doing that for a reason. I think that if they have anybody else win, if they have Wyatt 6 win with all of these teams in this, it's going to be kind of a wet fart. If Motor City wins, it's going to be a wet fart. If DIY wins, it's going to be a medium moisture fart. If Fraxium wins, it's not going to be a fart.
Oh yeah, Fraxium.
Fraxium's going to fucking cook. That's the other team. I was torn between Andrade and Rey Fenix and Fraxium, but I think that Andrade and Rey are going to win. I think that Andrade and Rey both deserve it. And I've seen reports that that people backstage really like Andrade as a person and think that he deserves a push. And I think that this is WWE fulfilling that. Personally,
so they're attempting to push him, even though he's consistently not really getting reactions. This is the first time he's gotten reactions though, so I'll give him that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Because
I mean, if he's getting reactions doing something different, then we should keep doing this different thing. Why not?
because my lord, bro, I was nervous.
Me too.
I'm also nervous for Aleister Black.
Oh, I'm not. I was actually convinced that Priest versus Aleister Black was going to be on SummerSlam.
Wow.
I mean, they have Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross, so I mean,
the match of two goths.
Karrion Kross versus Karrion Kross.
Ugh. The two faces of Karrion Kross.
Not to be confused with Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn.
the three faces of Karrion Kross. Aleister Black, Damian Priest, and the real Karrion Kross.
Facts, dude. Like it's crazy. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. This has the potential to be match of the year, though. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be able to say that I'm going to be in the building for this because I was not able to catch it live when it aired on SmackDown, but what I saw of it was fucking chef's kiss, and I'm going to have to go back and watch that match in full because at the end of this year, we're doing awards, baby, and something's got to win match of the year, and that's up there for me, along with KO and Sammy at the Chamber is up there. Oh, chef's kiss.
So I'm gonna give a. So we've been talking kind of about Unreal for this whole time, using kind of what we're learning from Unreal to kind of bolster our thoughts and opinions going on in the WWE currently. I have to say though, so as somebody who's watched all 5 episodes, this show is not worth your time if you're already on like the internet. It's nothing new. Like when like when they talk about going in the writer's room, yes, you're in the writer's room, but you're not really getting anything. Like you're not getting anything that you didn't already know. I mean, like it's stuff that already happened, so of course you know, but like it's stuff like nothing surprises you. Like for instance, like we and spoilers abound, at least through episode 2. The conversation of who should win the Rumble didn't really surprise me. I like that there were obvious choices and then they still went with the gut feel. I can appreciate them kind of arguing about it, like and kind of going back and forth on what the right decision is.
I appreciate them at least showing us that they could have gotten this wrong and this is the other direction it could have gone. Because they didn't say we were wrong. They never did. And as far as I know, they didn't say it. But like,
no,
they did show the option that could have been the right one.
I mean, again, like hearing some of the thoughts and I'm like, wow, I had these exact same thoughts and wow. Or listening to them like double down on something, like you're gonna hear them double down on the take of Bianca, which again, like I was like, I don't even want to watch this because it's just gonna frustrate me even again. And Michael P.S. Hayes being so happy with the decision, and I'm like, bro, that was not the move. That wasn't the storyline move. But it's okay. Like I don't write this shit. I just watch this shit. So
I enjoyed it for what it was. I am Michael P.S. Hayes. It was great.
No. Michael Hayes was like clapping up for his decision. He was like very, very like, tee-hee, we got you. I'm like, no, you didn't.
It's not really even a got you. It's just like, okay, like, yeah, that's a realistic thing like, where the scenario can happen and this person's not implicated.
Well, where he was like, and he was like, tee-hee, y'all popped and got loud. I'm like, yeah, of course I'm going to pop. It was fucking awesome. Fuck you. Like,
right.
That doesn't mean I have to like the story. I'm popping at things that I want to pop at. That doesn't mean I have to then like the story while I'm in it too. Like that's
sure.
I don't like that. It was a little arrogant.
Real.
Some of their takes were also just a little arrogant on like how they hook us. Where I was like, fuck you, dude. They were I mean, talking about the leading up to Elimination Chamber, there was some thoughts there. I'm not going to tell them all their thoughts because Ty hasn't gone there. I would actually like Ty to experience that episode, for as open for as much as he can. But hearing some of their takes on the build up to Elimination Chamber, and I was just like, that's not true. But you know, we're taking the people who, you know, are like trying to make WWE cool on TikTok and shit. We're not talking about like, you're not talking about us. It's fine. But the main point,
we post on TikTok. Kickout Club on TikTok. Go follow us.
You know what I mean though. we're not sugarcoating our opinions. We're
No, no,
like
no, for sure, for
or
sure.
like overreacting.
We're also
We're
not
telling you what I
we're
think.
also not mainstream people.
We're
We
not
are
mainstream
we are the
TikTok.
niche wrestling fans.
And this show is not for you. Like it's stuff that you know, it's stuff that you read in the dirt sheets. It's not a spoiler to tell Ty that they were looking at the Elimination Chamber sales, so they said let's throw Rock into it. That's not
I
a secret. That's not a secret.
Yeah, I think you put it
That
perfectly. I think it's exactly what you said. It's nothing new. It's just everything that we've read about. It's watching them let it play out. You know what I mean? Like it's like all the things we read about, like, oh, Punk and Cena, like the reports of, oh, Punk and Cena are the top choice for a Royal Rumble, and then we watch it and Jay wins. Like Unreal is just watching them backstage make that decision. Like that's really all it is.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. Like I mean, but if you've ever seen any of the recent WWE documentaries, and again, I would say these all started with CM Punk's documentary, where they kind of like just tell you about bookings.
Speaking of CM Punk, they didn't even talk about the Punk exit either.
Or the Paul Heyman doc. I think both of those were really good examples of documentaries that kind of show you the inner workings of the company in a pretty modern age.
Behind the Curtain was a very WrestleMania 40 Behind the Curtain was a very good pilot that led into this. I think
this felt like a longer version of that. It wasn't. It's not going to tell you anything. It's a lot like the Vince documentary, right? It's cataloging a season of WWE, and I think it's what 24 I think turned into. I think this was like a 24 special that then got bolstered up. Like this was the WrestleMania 41 WWE 24 that they used to make, but now they're putting it into 5 episodes to make you waste 5 hours instead of 1. Digging a little deeper, you're allowed to talk about each person a bit more in depth, and hear some of the wrestlers' thoughts, which is all cool and dandy. But this is a lot like the Vince doc for me. Once you really get down to it, nothing was said that wasn't already kind of known. Now I know obviously more about this build up than I did about the Vince doc, so there was some new stuff for me in the Vince doc. But even once it got to like the Attitude Era part, I was like, I kind of know all this, and it turned into a weird celebratory thing, rather than like kind of like telling me how what you wanted to tell me, which it's fine. I think in the end of the day, well, I mean, the Vince doc, Vince didn't like it, and there was some Vince stuff that was definitely still allowed. Not like he told them they couldn't do this, and I think it's the same thing here. I think Rock told them they couldn't do some things. I think Triple H probably told them they couldn't do some things because I bet you they did capture stuff, and they couldn't use it. That's kind of my like initial thoughts. I'm not gonna go rewatch this, but I'll see the clips or hear about it over the next couple days and gather some different thoughts based off of what the internet says. But
if nothing else, it's a really cool way to look back on WrestleMania on the stretch from January to WrestleMania. I think it's a really cool way to look at that and see it in a new lens now that we know a lot of the chatter, the rumor mill, what's true, what's not, and watch them acknowledge it. I think that's the coolest part for me, because not that I forget, but it's like I kind of do forget a little bit. Time passes. There's a lot. Wrestling is a constant thing. It's 24/7, 365 days a year. Like, yeah, things are always happening. Stories are always being told and changing, and things are always happening. Things are always changing direction, and it's cool to see it play out now that we have the 2020 hindsight.
Yep, fun. I think if you are part of this new Netflix wave of fans that are coming in, that have been coming in probably for the steady stream since they announced this last year. So there's been a steady stream and them starting to add catalog onto Netflix. So, and these couple of docs now. So they have like things for you to watch to kind of understand without having to be a wrestling fan. This is for you. If you're one of us weirdos who know everything, this doesn't tell you much more than any other WWE 24. It just takes you into a new conference room.
Yeah. And you get to see this time you actually do get to see the full WrestleMania 41 original match card before things changed and became what we know them to be.
There were some interesting things omitted that I feel like I wanted. Like they omitted their little sabbatical to Europe in the middle of the build to WrestleMania.
That's interesting that they did that.
They basically omitted that. They kind of just pretended that there wasn't this long ass stretch that we had to go through. They also kind of the only thing that they even showed on TV was the first Cena promo. I don't think that's a spoiler. Nothing about
it's
that.
Not. That was on Raw Netflix. I saw that.
Other than that, though, they kind of skipped that. It's also very interesting, as you said, that they skipped the Punk walking out and talking about that, because
Yeah,
that felt huge. It felt like, oh, we were getting somewhere when they were talking about Punk and Triple H's relationship.
that's
I
all
was
they
like, oh,
said.
I was like, oh, we're getting somewhere here. I was like, this is interesting.
They only
Um,
talked about it in the perspective of Punk being in the company. They didn't talk about, eventually I got frustrated, medical screwed me over, I left. I went and did my own thing and I did the podcast, Colt Cabana, AEW. They don't talk about
I
any
knew
of
they
it.
weren't going to get in like that deep, but I think it's interesting that they don't even talk about him like mentioning that he walked out and like
The chance for
I mean
10
that
years.
definitely that definitely hurt that definitely hurt both of their egos and their their personality, like that hurt. Like it not only were they like angry and grr to each other, there was also like real hurt and pain and like sadness about that. Like I could believe that. Like even listening, if you listen to the Punk walkout, the Colt Cabana podcast 10 years later, it's still a great listen and it's still an interesting listen. Um, because you can just tell Punk is hurt. He's sad that it went down that way. Like I don't think like no matter how mad you get at your job, I don't think you want things to go that way. And to be labeled as such and to be martyred as such. I don't believe that was ever the goal. You know. So I can
Yeah.
understand. I can understand him being butthurt, and I can also understand Triple H being butthurt too. Like, and Triple H didn't really dig into that either, and I kind of
Nope.
wish he did. Because these two need their own like real conversation, and they're like a real centerpiece. Like even if it's a Netflix episode or something else later down the line, like these two need a centerpiece.
Yeah.
Because that could have been a whole episode in and of itself.
Agreed. Agreed. Looking at this, the WrestleMania match card is actually interesting to me because there are some matches on here that we're getting literally this weekend at SummerSlam that we didn't get at 41. First one, we got it at 41, and we're getting it here. Rhodes and Cena, obviously. Reigns and Rollins, 1v1, was supposed to be at 41, which we all kind of thought that. For some reason, they felt the need to include Punk. Meanwhile, in the original plans, Punk was going to face Gunther for the World Heavyweight title, something we're getting this
And
weekend.
still would have gotten his main event.
Yep. Probably of night one. Women's World, Ripley and Belair, no Io Sky involvement. The fans fully put Io in that position, in my opinion. Orton versus KO, we knew that was happening until KO got hurt.
That's
and then became Joe Hendry. That was a cool moment. Best way they could have made that into what it was. The best way out of that. A 10 person mixed tag. This is a missed opportunity in my eyes. Wyatt's versus Judgment Day. I think that was a missed opportunity. I think it was. WWE Women's Title. Jade Cargill, assuming she was defending because she's listed first, versus Nia Jax.
So hold on. While it would have been awful, I was intrigued by this only because that means Tiffy didn't cash in, right? That's what that would have meant.
Either she cashed in and lost it before that in the build, or she'd never cashed in.
And the fact that Nia Jax has disappeared entirely since the Trish Stratus match, certainly interesting. Certainly an interesting take. I also am intrigued by the matchup in a sense of it's not going to be good, but it could be interesting for reasons that
The story's
because
there.
because it's two different women. One very
Well, you have a moment where you could have. I think what they were going for is a Hogan moment with Cargill to body slam Jax,
picking her up,
pick her up, or do something. I think that would have been a cool moment.
Intriguing, probably. I mean, very in front of our face of what it is, but like,
she wasn't ready for that. I'm glad they didn't do it. Jade was not ready for that. If she's not ready for SummerSlam, then she definitely wasn't ready for that.
I hear that.
But she also got hurt, and she had just
Intriguing.
come back at Chamber, so they probably weren't sure if she would be back in time. Probably weren't sure how good she would be at that point. There could have been ring rust. Anyway, Women's Tag Team Championship.
You have to get ring skill to get ring rust.
Dead. Lynch and Flair. So Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair versus Io Sky and Asuka. I did get some of this a little bit in the Mania season of Asuka and Io Sky all of a sudden being linked back together again. And even as far as recently, when she came back before Kairi Sane came back.
Well, this have meant that Flair didn't win the Royal Rumble.
Jade probably would have won the women's Rumble, and then Bianca wins Chamber. Um, sorry, I'm skipping one that we did get Styles versus Paul. We Bad Bunny versus Dominic. That's funny.
Oh, that would have cooked.
That would have cooked. That would have
would've
cooked. Here's another one that would have cooked. I'm a little confused by this last bit, but Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre. I don't know how we get there.
Wait, and there's more to this match.
This is the part I'm confused by. With referee S. Austin, which can only imagine is Stone Cold.
Steve Austin?
I guess McIntyre maybe runs his mouth too much, and in Austin, that's the only thing I can think of is McIntyre runs his mouth too much, like he did with Punk, and Austin comes out and he's like,
So this would have really frustrated me, and I'm really glad we didn't do this. Right? I'm really glad we didn't
"Why?
do this.
Why would it have frustrated you?"
So one, let's talk about this guest referee. One, that would have made zero sense in any sense of the imagination. Two, if Stone Cold would have came back to do this and didn't come back at 40, I don't want to talk about Stone Cold.
Okay, I'm with you with that.
I would have never wanted to talk about Stone Cold ever again.
But I think that
Like, he may have fallen off from a number one. He might have fallen off of a Mount Rushmore for that decision.
damn.
Like, that would have tanked Stone Cold.
I think that it could have been made into a thing and made realistic. I think that McIntyre is someone that runs his mouth a lot, and he probably could have ran his mouth a little too much, and then Stone Cold comes out and he's like there to put a stop to it.
But why?
Because to get over Braun Breaker.
But why?
Because Braun Breaker.
But why?
Because the dogs are barking in Vegas. That's why.
So Steve Austin's gonna bark, and he's gonna raise Steiner's hand,
and have beers
and he's
with
not
with
gonna
Breaker.
show up for what he should have joined in.
I know. All right.
Like, madness.
Another
Terrible decision.
interesting bit, and not about the match itself, but an additional component to it. Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable. With Rey Mysterio has a manager in his corner, and it's not the LWO. It's Travis Scott. How the fuck do we get there? How do we get to Travis Scott and Rey Mysterio?
This must have been babyface Travis Scott.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how we get
smoking
there,
weed
but...
at the J entrance.
And speaking of Jay, as I knock over my glass bottle of Mexican Coke, Intercontinental Championship, it's an empty bottle, by the way. Intercontinental Championship would have been a ladder match. Jey Uso, right where Emil wants him, right in that mid-card picture.
That's what I was going to say.
Damian Priest, Sami Zayn, Sheamus, Bronson Reed, and Ludwig Kaiser, which all makes sense.
This would have been fun. I would have been here for this. I don't know why Braun Breaker wasn't in this.
That's true. Probably because
he
they wanted
was
to
in the IC title match, right? But I guess they wanted to give him a feature showcase. Whatever. I'm rolling, I guess, for the sake of this. But this would have cooked, and this is exactly where Jay should have been. I will stand on business, and Unreal made me even feel more justified in standing on this business.
Maybe. I think Gunther could have come back for the conquest of the IC title again.
Oh, that's a downgrade for him.
No.
That's a downgrade.
Not with his title reign he had. The U.S. title, would have been defended in a ladder match where I would have fully expected it to go, but for some reason they didn't do this. This is one of those where like they literally had the opportunity to do this right there, and they chose not to do it. LA Knight, Jimmy Uso, Andrade, Solo Sikoa, Santos Escobar, Carmelo Hayes, and Shinsuke Nakamura.
I think they were avoiding parallels. I think they didn't want to run the same show twice. Which is essentially what this would be doing, right? So what this card feels like to me is a version of the same card twice, right? Like, if you really look at this card,
as in like Raw and SmackDown's title pictures booked in very similar ways.
Like nothing about this gives this like any kind. Like, there's a world title match, there's a singles world title match for all of the world title matches, I do believe. There's a big tag match. Both mid cards are on a ladder match, so they would be put on separate days. And the way I see this is like you split up the Ray and Gable match on one day. You put the Breaker McIntyre match on the other day. You split up some tag belts. You split up some the WWE and the world. You put one WWE, one world on each day. And you basically run the same show twice, and I feel like they just didn't want to do that. I think that's the energy this gives right now to me as I'm reading it again. So I think that's just what they did. So they were like, nah.
I think they could have had the US in a ladder match though, personally. Not
They
the
could have done one of these ladder matches, but I think both of them.
Agreed.
This definitely feels like it would have just been the same show.
I forget what we got for an Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. We got Braun
the
and
Fatal
who?
4-way. It was
Oh.
Braun, Dom.
Oh, we should have got that Fatal 4-way and then the
whatever.
U.S. title ladder match. That's what we should have got.
That would have been fine. It would have created some form of separation between the days. I think why they didn't choose this was because of that. Also,
Yeah.
I think giving Jacob the solo match was the better showcase match over this Braun match that this doesn't need to be there, and over the Bunny match. I think Dominic makes a lot more sense in a Fatal 4-way. You could have taken out Penta the way they're treating him right now, and you could have put in Jay and had Punk still win the Rumble.
I'm shocked. If you gun to my head, if you asked me which one of the Lucha Brothers was getting a match at SummerSlam, I would have said Penta. And here we are, and Ray has the match and not Penta. Crazy. I'm open to it.
We have Penta at home.
I'm open to it, but crazy.
We got Penta at home. His entrance came on, and I was like, "Who is this?" I was like, "Oh, it's other Penta."
I'm so dead. It's Wish.com Penta.
It's
AliExpress Penta.
Temu Penta.
Temu Penta.
Personally, I want the Amazon version.
Oh my lord.
That would be Penta. Penta's Amazon.
Wow.
Amazon's the guy she tells you not to think about, and Temu is you.
I'm so dead. Well, I think that with that being said, when we're getting that far off, we're hitting the 2-hour mark for the first time in a minute. I think this is a good time to call it a day here.
Okay, I feel like we have to do this. Like, I don't want to do this, and I don't want this to get toxic. And I already know the internet's very, very 50-50 on what's going on right now. They're more like 70-30. But we do have to mention this. Nobody would be here in any space on the internet, on a podcast, or on Netflix. There would not be any space for any of this without Hulk Hogan, who recently passed away. I'm not giving condolences because I'm not gonna go that far, but I am gonna say none of us would be here without Hulk Hogan. Take that for what it is, and then understand everything else that you may feel about the man behind the character that is Hulk Hogan, and not even the backstage character that's Hulk Hogan. The in-ring, in front of you, TV Hulk Hogan. Take that. You wouldn't have any of this without that. The backstage Hulk Hogan is who he is, and the man behind that, Terry Bollea, is even worse, but that is also what it is.
That's a good point. I'm surprised we didn't bring this up to start, and that's fine that we didn't. But yeah,
I put this at the tail end so I don't get canceled.
Nah, for real. I'll go on the record and say that I have a very different philosophy on that, but I do agree that wrestling would not be where it is without Terry Bollea, without Hulk Hogan. It is a huge loss for the wrestling world for many reasons. But yeah, I am willing to, his family obviously lost a father figure, lost a patriarch, lost someone that they all love, and for better or worse, for those people, imperfect family, for sure. There's a lot of history there, but I do give them my condolences because they are humans, imperfect all the same. But they lost a father, and knowing how I would feel if I lost my father, it would be tough for me too. So condolences to them. Stop with that face.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm trying to be serious, bro.
I know. You saw Punk during the 10-bell salute, though?
You saw Jay? Jay's like... Jay's out there like trying to calm himself down.
He was channeling his inner Braun Breaker.
Jay had thoughts, and he had to try and quiet those real fast.
there was a lot of impure thoughts.
1,000%
going on.
1,000%.
But for I think what I will say is I guess the lasting image we have of Hulk Hogan on WWE TV is him getting booed out of the Intuit Dome. That is what we ended on.
And you know what?
But again, no one was booing the character on TV, Hulk Hogan. They were booing the man, Terry Bollea.
Yes.
It's a very hard thing to split a person. It's very difficult. Wrestlers have infamously been known to have a hard time splitting the gimmick and the person. I would venture to say artists have the same thing, musicians have the same issues as well. As somebody who also kind of splits himself up.
Any
Sometimes
person of influence, it's hard to separate the person themselves.
I wouldn't even say a person of influence. I don't think I'm a person of influence, but I do
Sure.
the same thing to separate my life just a little bit. And so it's very hard sometimes to find where one starts and one ends. And
100%.
There's another. I feel like this falls under the same category as a Chris Benoit, where it's people find it's a very very gray line of where you find the what do we like, what do we not like, how do we separate the man and the man in the ring.
100%. 100%. May Hulk Hogan rest in peace. With that being said, yeah. SummerSlam this weekend, y'all. We're looking forward to it. Hope y'all are
looking
watching.
forward to Sunday.
Let us know. I'm looking forward to the whole thing, baby. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there with my peoples, with my wrestling peoples. I'm gonna be there with repping Kickout Club. I'm gonna be there repping Dominic Mysterio at some point. I'll probably be repping Cody Rhodes at some point. I'll probably be repping. I'm trying to think.
Of wardrobe changes.
Oh yeah, I think I'm actually gonna do that this time. I'm trying to think of like a packing list because it's like I can't really pack too much because I don't really want to because I also have to like carry things if I have to. I'm trying to fit it all in a backpack. We'll see how that goes because I'm gonna I gotta bring my world title too though. I gotta bring my replica.
Oh, that's fair.
I gotta bring the big gold, baby. CM Punk's gonna hold that for 5 minutes and then Seth's gonna take it.
We'll see.
I hope. Y'all, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for rocking with us. I know we're very on and off these days. We're trying our best. It's life is life.
No, we're not. It's summer.
Life is life. Bruh, I got so much shit going on.
I'm busy.
Yeah. First, I feel like year round, I'm like, summer is the time where I can chill. I got nothing going on. It's going to be great. And then summer comes, and my calendar is almost more packed than it was out of summer.
It's very rare these days that we spend a whole weekend here.
Yeah.
At home.
Real. Honestly, I had a couple vacations. Well, I had one here. I was at a Coldplay concert, not in Boston, and not the one
you
where
were
the
right
CEO...
before, bro. I was like, wait, it was in Boston. I texted
Bro,
Tyler. I was like, yo, I was like, were you at this one?
I'm so mad.
I feel like you would have told us if you were at that
100%. I also was like, the next day was like, I was kind of gaslit when that came out because I was like, babe, was I like that drunk that I just don't remember that happening? And she was
like, wait, was I there?
She was like, no, that was night 2. I was like, okay, great. I was not totally incoherent that first night.
Was she there for day 2?
Nah, we were both there night 1. No, yeah. But I just was like, wait, was that at the concert we went to, or was that the night 2? She's like, that was night 2. What are you talking about? I was like, oh, okay. I'm just making sure I wasn't that blackout. You know what I'm saying? I've blacked out at a few concerts in my time.
Fair enough.
For better or worse. But that being said, y'all, you can support us by letting us know you want our merch one day. One day we'll have a Patreon too. I was thinking about it. I mentioned it to Emil earlier. I was like, damn, with Unreal coming out, we could do a whole bonus episode on the Patreon. We could do like live watch along with like pause and talk and then play again or like whatever.
Yeah, so I could shit on it in real time.
It'd be so fun. But you know, we got to be consistent ourselves.
Y'all don't pay for us.
We got to be. We're not even consistent with the free shit. How are we supposed to be consistent with paid shit? But seriously though, thank y'all so much for the support, because as much as we are stop and go, for those of you that rock with us every single time, every single episode, we appreciate you a lot. Thank you. You can follow us if you don't already by finding us on YouTube, Kickout Club Wrestling. I cannot talk. You can find us on TikTok, Kickout Club, over there. You can find us on Twitter. I rarely post there these days. I'm trying my best, but the internet wrestling community is toxic as fuck.
The Threads internet community is great.
No, that shit is fucking
They're
a cesspool.
So stupid.
Nah, that shit is a cesspool, bro.
I will forever
that shit is a cesspool. Yeah, man. You can follow us everywhere, but yeah, I won't be too long. That being said, y'all, have a great weekend. Enjoy SummerSlam if you are watching, and we'll see you on the other side with hopefully a review. See y'all later.
Bye.
Peace out.